Anyways, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are ready to go. It's a Saturday night, so you know it's going to be a crazy night here on the channel. Once again, we are back at it. The Wrasslin for Life Network is doing a special Saturday edition because we have NWA 74 2 nights of stacked wrestling cards. Can't be more happy. We're excited to go. I hope everyone out there is having a safe and happy weekend. I hope whatever you need to put a smile on your face, you're doing it. And I hope everyone out there is ready for some classic, stellar wrestling. Let's go. Do. Yeah, I could just let that play for a couple more minutes. But yeah, right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It's a Saturday night. I see the chat loading up already. NWA 74, like I said earlier, a 2-night event. But of course, we can't go through this action just letting you watch it all by yourself. We got to give you some, feedback. We got to let you know what's going on out there, and we got to talk some wrestling. As always, I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. And, I don't do this hustle alone. I got the master of mayhem, the troublemaker, everybody's best friend, Mr. Big Nick. Right. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, you're over there in, command center there. But yeah, we got tonight's NWA. It's the 74th anniversary of NWA. It's already kicking off. I got a replay kind of the Harley race, like one of the first main events from NWA. And that's the thing that's why we've got wrestling in the name, not wrestling, not sports entertainment, because we cover anything and everything when it comes to professional wrestling. WWE, AEW, NWA as you see tonight, GCW, XPW, what? Yeah. But no, absolutely. It's always great to be on here on a Saturday night. And like we were talking about even last night, is the professional world right now is just heating the fuck up.
I don't know who out there is watching this right now live, which is, I hope you are. If not, we'll fill you in. But, Bud, for Billy to open the show with a little bit of pumpkin, I'm feeling the vibe already. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a good night here on the channel. And as always, we're looking forward to rocking through this show.
Yes. Hello, Chris. Hello, Rodney. Hello, Steve. Hello, boss. I feel like just everybody. Hello. How you doing?
Yeah, man. What are you looking forward to tonight? You want to run through the card pretty quick?
Yeah, just give me one quick second. So for tonight, because this is night one also, folks. So strap on and strap in, because this is just much like WWE's done with WrestleMania, like NWA did, I believe, with the Crockett Cup. This is just night one of tonight. So we have the Country Gentleman versus Gold Rush. We have Luke Hawx versus VSK. The Pope versus Rodney Mack. So
that's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, if you remember Rodney Mack from his WWE run and all that, you're gonna be
excited. It feels like it was a little bit, just a cup of tea.
Yeah, in there for a cup of coffee. But we've got Camille versus Taya Valkarie, your girl.
Sorry, dude, I'm rocking out. I'm ready. Let's go.
Damn, but yeah, so your girl Taya Valkarie taking on Camille for the.
I can't wait. That's the main event, right?
Right. Well, it's Wikipedia that I'm looking off of, so they don't have it exactly in the match order right now. That would be opening the show off of the pre-show.
Okay.
Then we have Samantha Starr versus Kylan King versus Tootie Lynn versus Misa Kate versus Max the Impaler versus Maddie Rakowski versus Angelina Love versus Genocide versus Natalia Markova versus Tarantino. And that's for what? Yeah, I feel like after that. But that's for that's the Burke Invitational Gauntlet. They get now the winner of that
title tomorrow.
The women's title tomorrow night.
Right.
Interesting. And then we've got Homicide versus Kerry Morton, son of
with
Kenny
Ricky Morton in his corner.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Right. And that's the singles match for the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
We've got Zach Stain versus Sion for the NWA National Heavyweight Championship.
We have lots of belts.
All right. Well, and that's the thing is NWA actually makes them mean something.
Yeah, there's a purpose to each of them. And
right. We've got the heritage. Commonwealth connection with Doug Williams and Harry Smith versus La Rebellion with Bestia 666 and Mecha Wolf 450. So that's for the NWA World Tag Team Championships. We've got a tables match for any ECW fans out there. We've got a tables match between Bully Ray and Mike Knox. So we've got old original ECW meets ECW Sci-Fi, WWE ECW.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we've got that in a tables match. We've got the Miserable Faithful, which is
all Begotten.
Yeah. Versus Ill Begotten in a Beelzebub's Bedlum match. So
I don't know what that is.
It's gonna get crazy.
I don't know what that is.
Surprisingly, we've got the captain of Control Your Narrative here with EC3 versus Matthew Mims. And then we've got Matt Cardona picking his opponent, so that's still TBA. And then we've got Chris Adonis, the former Chris Masters, versus Odinson. So it's very much a stack card across the board.
A lot of big boys.
Well, a lot of big boys and a lot of interesting matchups, a lot of unique matchups and everything.
Now, quickly, we're getting the run through. Kind of NWA's doing what you just did for us, Nick. So, while that's happening, let's quickly. Hassan, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here on a Saturday night. Ronnie, welcome back. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. HC, the Panda, welcome.
Panda.
Right.
Yeah.
Greg, welcome back. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. How you guys doing? I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Like I said, it's exciting to be here, especially it's a big show for NWA, and it's always fun to be here on a Saturday night.
Always fun on a Saturday night, and I love these NWA shows. I mean, I admit I don't catch every single.
It's hard with the week to week, but the pay-per-views blow you out of the fucking water.
Usually, man. So, but yeah, lots of matches to have. And we'll see how it all pans out.
This is only night one, folks. So make sure you stay here. You hit like, share, and subscribe. You hit the notification bell because who knows what might happen in between here. But we will absolutely be back here tomorrow night for NWA 74 night 2. And we might be maybe kind of sort of, if not somebody, I'm sure in the chat will keep us updated on what's going on with House of Glory going on that same night.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, Camille versus Taya is the main event. So, again, like I guess WrestleMania night 1, we're having a women's match main event night 1.
Is it breaking news? Commonwealth Connection had to give up the belts, and they're not competing tonight.
That would be breaking news. I hadn't heard that.
That just came up on the screen. They've been replaced.
Really? That's surprising. Now, interessante. We have Davey. Oh, we've got Nick Aldis coming out right now. Who could have been in the main event for night 2. But isn't it interessante that WWE now with Papa Paul at the helm's about to be overseas, and all of a sudden Doug Williams and Davey Boy Smith just can't compete tonight? We don't know what happened.
Oh, juicy. I like it. Now remember, and Triple H had a history with Davey Boy, right? So,
well, they had him working dark matches even under Vince and everything on SmackDown.
I don't know how
he just disappeared.
I don't get it.
Him as if NXT UK or NXT Europe, when that comes back, anything like that, him as a world champion there in that market, absolutely.
Yeah, and touche. But I mean, I don't know how they saw him and went, nah. He has everything you want in a pro wrestler. I don't get what we missed.
Vince McMahon, that's what.
What's up, Boss Monster? Welcome back. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for the love. Damien, looking forward to NWA 74. It's going to be a good show tonight. Absolutely, Damien. Thank you for being here with us and sharing some NWA 74. Nick Aldis is in the ring with a microphone.
Yeah, looking dapper as always. That man, I'm amazed Hunter isn't blowing his phone off the fucking.
He's solid.
Well, and it's just he looks like, and it's just
him and LA Knight
a Hunter guy.
Him and LA Knight in a team.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut up and take my money.
I like it. Ronnie, what's up? Chris, ding dong, Bailey's #1 fan is here on a non-Bailey night. We appreciate that. Steve, welcome. Boom, 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 boom. Hi, KJ. Hi, Big Nick. WWE is better than NWA? I mean, maybe.
Well, that's like not a comparable.
Yeah,
NWA is not trying to outdo WWE right now. They're just trying to be part of the market, just like, I guess.
Not even that though. It's a different product. Like this is a pro wrestling.
Well, and the lineage. Right? If you still want to go back to the lineage, it's still, if you're a wrestling fan of a certain vintage, the 10 pounds of gold holds a special place in your heart,
right?
Even though it might be an ugly ass belt, to be honest. It carries a lot of weight, metaphor, like in more ways than one with that.
Literally,
right,
and figuratively. Hi, hey there, fellas. What's up? How you doing?
Hello.
Cardona is getting his belt back eventually.
Which belt? The man's got so many in this company, that company.
All 8. I'm looking forward to Camille versus Taya Valkarie. Damien, I am as well.
Yeah, well, and we even saw recently what she did, even just in like XPW and everything like that. So her on a platform like this, wrestling this type of style, it's going to be and it's going to be the main event. So that's fantastic.
No, and she's Taya's outstanding. And again, another one where I just don't get how that slipped away. How you let that athlete, that woman, with her look, with her attitude, with her charisma, and just go, nah.
Right.
Like, what? So, I mean, who knows, right? Like, Taya's still kind of floating around the indies. I mean, she does appear in Impact sometimes, but we don't know what those deals are like. I don't know. She's excellent. And Camille impressed me the last couple times out. So, I'm looking forward to this match.
Oh, and Aldis is very much kind of cutting a halfway shooty promo right now in the ring for anyone that's watching along or anyone that's following along with us. Yeah, he's very much, like I saw this comment here. Is this Nick Aldis's last night in NWA? I've heard rumors that the whole thing between him and Corgan is a work shoot. I feel like wrestling right now is relying way too much on this type of stuff. I don't think it's chaos right now in NWA. I think it's one of those of that maybe Aldis might have outgrown the NWA, like we've said, of that. I feel like Hunter's got to be blowing his fucking phone up.
He is kind of saying that, right? Like, plans change. All right. What's up, Nick?
Hey, I'd be all here for it. Like, again, even say you give me him versus Walter, I should say. Absolutely sign me the hell up for that.
This is interesting.
Oh yeah, he's saying, what do I have left? Like, what's left for me if I'm not going to compete for the world title? Oh, he mentioned walking away. So this could be, we could be seeing the end of Nick Aldis in NWA. Doesn't mean him, the end of his career, but
that'd be an interesting way to start your show.
Right, but this is super interesting when this is the start of night 1 when he's supposed to be competing tomorrow night.
Thomas, good to see you. Thank you for being here tonight. Welcome back. Juggernaut, thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying the stream with us. Nick Aldis is interesting.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. That's what's great about NWA, especially around the pay-per-views, is that they absolutely deliver when it comes to their big shows and everything. The week to week, and we know sometimes it slips through your fingers, everything like that. But when they are putting on a big show, they go, pardon my pun here, they go all out for it.
Absolutely, Nick. Hello, I am new here. I'm new to NWA. Mark, welcome. Thank you for being new here. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you for joining in.
Absolutely. I'm sure you will find your time quite enjoyable.
And remember, we're all family. The chat's always live and friendly as well. So I know you're going to get some shout outs and welcome by the group.
And even then, sorry, at times we talk a lot. We might miss through everything. We don't go home till,
Dude, we are 14 minutes into the stream and I've already kind of lost what the fuck. It's Saturday night. We're feeling all right.
Right. Saturday night, get right.
Chris, I'm going to skip over the big one about the WWE because...
Well, and so this is interesting too, I guess, in tying this in, because I'm even seeing people, honestly, I won't lie, I'm looking at the fight chat too as well. But Mickie James has also come out, and she might recently have an announcement about her career and everything and what she's doing. And obviously she came back and worked that kind of rumble spot with the WWE. I know a lot of people have said, oh, maybe she's really hanging up. Maybe she's going to WWE, honestly, and maybe she kind of ends her career there. And we get Nick Aldis, whether it be in NXT now with the
I could see Nick Aldis running a faction, right?
Oh, absolutely, like him and Christ. I don't know exactly who to pair him with, but like you even said though, even him and LA Knight, like as an actual team, if it was LA Knight, not Max Dupree, well, LA Knight or Eli Drake, like. So it's interesting that Mickie James is having a career kind of announcement. At the same time, her husband's also out here cutting a very shooty,
it's long.
I might be leaving NWA. Like this might be my goodbye show.
Oh, wait.
Promo.
I think he just said, I'll see you at the Chase, but maybe that's where he hangs it up.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think we might be seeing,
Yeah, that was...
That's like you said, that's an interesting way to start off your show.
He looks like $1 million.
Speaking of someone who doesn't look like $1 million, goddamn, that commentator is fucking baked potato ass.
What?
Wait till you look at the commentary team.
I am.
All right. So we have Velvet Sky, we have, I can't remember his name, and then we have
Bill Galley.
Like fucking baked potato motherfucker.
That's not nice. He's a legend.
Either way, that man needs to stay out of the fucking tanning booth.
He looking like a California raisin.
Looking like a fucking leather purse.
And
we're starting. It looks like we're starting off with EC3 versus Mims.
There we go. It's gonna be a good match. I'm not the biggest EC3 fan, so we'll see what happens here.
I was a super big fan of him, like even in TNA and all of that, to where he was Ethan Carter III, and just to see the way that WWE had him after he was Derek Bateman, which I still find hilarious. If him and Brian worked out of what's something you could work on, and he's like chicks and beer, and then Brian's like, I said chicks and beer, but no, he's a talent that I think fits perfectly with the WWE system. They just don't know what the fuck to do with him, or he doesn't want to work within that system.
Yeah,
because he's signed seal, especially as EC3 or Ethan Carter III, however you want to look at him. He's signed seal delivered for WWE when you think WWE,
right? Who is Chris Adonis fighting? You just said it. Can't remember.
Un momento, por favor.
It was
Chris Adonis is fighting Odinson.
There you go. We just said it 4 minutes ago.
There's a big ass card, so trying to remember everybody's names hard.
Right. I normally watch WWE guy, but I question wrestling titles in general. I have a question. Titles in general.
Not even that. If you watch WWE, then watching NWA is like I've said before. This is where you're getting that lineage of the WWE. This is a company that's still, I know it's now owned by Billy Corgan and it's different entirely. But this has ties all the way back to pretty much the start of professional wrestling in the U.S. That's why they're celebrating their 74th anniversary tonight. That's how long this company's existed. So they've technically, I believe, existed longer than the WWE. So this is, if you like your wrestling history and all of that, this is the promotion for you.
Absolutely. And I mean, you get that studio style, but we're ready to go. Mims, EC3, let us know in the box. What are your predictions? I think somebody in the chat is already going for EC3. But Rocco, welcome back. Thank you for joining us again. Thank you for everyone out there who's joining us. Do keep in mind, we do this all the time. We will be back tomorrow with night 2 of NWA 74. Going to be another fun night. And then Raw, NXT, Dynamite.
What?
Right? Podcast. We have Doubleheader Friday. Then we got Clash of the Castle. We got Worlds Collide. We got All Out. We're not stopping. So tune in, like, subscribe, click the little bell. You don't know when we're going to pop up. Lots of news happening. And Rocco, we are doing wonderful on a Saturday night, and the show is off to start.
Right, yeah. Right now we've got EC3 and Mims just eyeing each other down in the center of the ring. I know, obviously, someone's very excited for EC3, but folks, let us know who you have for this. I think it's kind of, unfortunately, unanimous that EC3 is going to get the win in here.
You think so?
That's what I'm going with.
Wow. I'm going to go Mims just to be difficult.
Fair enough. Aldis versus Reigns, not out of the gate. It's again, I say it's like with Cross. You still have to build that. Even though they return, you can't drop them straight into that. You need to still kind of build that feud up a little bit. You still need to explain, especially a guy like Aldis who hasn't been in WWE. You need to very much establish who he is, his intent, develop that character a little bit before you drop him into someone like, especially the Shark Tank, like Roman, like we saw him just destroy Drew McIntyre last night, which if you haven't seen how beat up and bruised Drew was after that match, do yourself a favor and go and check that out and come back and tell me that those men don't actually fucking lay it in thick. Speaking of thick boys, so right now, EC3 throwing Mims into the turnbuckle. So, folks, again, I know it's kind of everybody's going for EC3 because of CYN and all of that. But let me know who you have for this match. Let me know what you're excited for NWA 74-year anniversary tonight. It's like I said, this is a promotion that's still going today that has lineage all the way back to even before Ric Flair.
No, absolutely. I mean, and you see a lot of those. I love watching all those old studio clips and like the real, like, it was just like a guy being promoed, like interviewed instead of hitting a promo, being interviewed just straight on the spot, and it felt real. Like, and they were living it, so it was good, man. But
it's a little bit like what they did for Ric Flair's last match and everything, and now how you see him or Jeff Jarrett and Conrad might be doing a wrestling promotion.
Oh, dear Cynthia, I think if you put EC3 in the chat one more time, I'm going to have to put you on timeout.
Got you.
There we go.
Right. Play nice, people. Play nice. That's all we ask.
Don't get on my nerves. It's time for CYN. Robert, what's up, buddy?
Well, that's the thing. Have you actually watched a CYN match? I honestly don't think I have.
I have. It's fucked. It's not. It's
putting it nicely, folks.
Yeah, just to be blunt about it, it's dude. Like, you got the wrestlers coming out to the ring, and there's like text overlays with their thoughts or like some narrative.
Like thought bubbles come up.
Like, it's ridiculous. Now, the wrestling in the
beginning, I wiped my ass before I came to the ring.
Yeah, like shit, like,
why?
Right, like some shit like that, like I was gonna get the surf and turf, but I really like, like, what the hell is happening?
Snoopy coming out to the fucking ring,
right? No, it's crazy to me. So, I watched because I was curious, and the only thing was, as the night progressed and you got into like the former pro wrestlers, Strowman, EC3,
right,
the wrestling got better. It wasn't terrible wrestling, but the opening bit of the night was shit, botchy. But it's real weird.
Well, the premise a little bit, it's kind of hard to understand it. But right now we have Mims just kind of dominating EC3, to be honest. Oh, what the fuck was that?
No, Mims is good.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, this is a hell of a match.
I picked Mims, by the way.
Yeah.
Nick and KJ, what's up? Roman Reigns versus Nick Aldis. Sign me up. I think you touched on that one. So,
right.
In the past 9 days, will also be wrestled in Tokyo, London, and Cleveland. That is incredible.
Yes. Will Ospreay, I've been championing that man for a while, and
He's on
Chicken Wing
a burner.
Ospreay is from EC3 onto Mims, but I've been championing Will Ospreay for the longest time. I think that guy's phenomenal.
All right, Mims is in the lock.
Mm-hmm. Tap, tap, tap.
Wow. I'm 0-1. I'm 0-1.
You just picked him just to be different, but
right.
And that's the thing. I think everybody was pretty much in the EC3 camp of it's a little hard to go against the guy that owns his own promotion.
I guess. Yeah, he's like, I'm not going under. Are you kidding?
Right.
Dinkins, hello. Dinkins, hello. Robert Dinkins. Oh, Robert Dinkins. All right, we got you.
Stumbled across that finish line, folks.
Any relation to Adrian Adonis?
No.
I do not believe so. EC3 for the win. Ding. It's time for CYN.
And now we get EC3 promo time. So
now he's not going to talk. We're just going to get overlay. I really think I did great in that match.
While he holds the microphone to his face.
EC3 sucks.
No, like I said, I think there's absolutely something there. I think it's just I wonder what is going on upstairs that it's just not clicking. I even still think he could be a good guy, like a top guy in AEW. Granted, that's a dumpster fire right now. Sorry, not sorry. But if he has his own vision and he's super passionate about it, fine, cool. That if you want to go for it, go for it. But it's not working. As he gets boozed, by the way. So speaking of not working.
It's a good promo. Good promo.
Well, that's the thing. He's never been bad on the stick.
I didn't like him on the stick for a while. I didn't. When he first came over to like NXT, I didn't really care for his vignettes.
But that's because he had to do Ethan Carter III just light because he couldn't get sued.
True.
That's the thing that's been the thing that's been his go-to gimmick. Honestly, is just that Ethan Carter III. Whether it's that EC3, that same type of shtick has just been it fits perfectly for him.
Right.
That's his niche.
Oh, Chris says, before Sunday is NXT Worlds Collide. Yes, and guess where we'll be, folks?
Right. It's actually the same day. And you got to be here for Clash with us, too. That starts off middle of the afternoon, I believe.
1 p.m.
Thank you, WWE, for being overseas. We get a nice little, Saturday afternoon stream. Oh, yeah. Thomas Bram. I've always been a big fan of Bram, not exactly Thomas Latimer.
Wow.
I feel like his run in TNA should have been so much more.
Thom, isn't he scheduled to wrestle?
I don't. Maybe.
Wait.
I don't believe he's in a match tonight. He might be tomorrow.
He's a big boy.
Oh, yeah. Well, remember when
had
him in TNA, he was kind of James Storm's buddy and all of that. He was just the dark kind of character. He was involved with Rosemary and everything, too. Like I said, Bram was the hardcore guy in TNA.
Right. Well, it looks like he's teaming up with EC3.
Well, right now, I've just got him eyeing him down. So maybe we get he just waits until he turns and realizes he's there and, whoops his ass. Yeah, because EC3 is talking specifically about him right now.
Right? That's what I thought. He knew he was there.
I don't know. I wonder if it's one of those that literally he just snuck in and he's going to do that typical once he, backs up into him and then,
Nick and KJ, have you seen CYN match? Yes.
You have. I have not yet.
It could be Nick Aldis' goodbye. It was really interesting. Yeah.
So you might be right. He must have known he was there because he turned and just looked right at him. So, okay. Do we get Thomas Latimer going to CYN?
Interesting. Interesting. KJ White and Big Nick. Triple H is a genius for a cross entrance. Yeah, man.
Is he a genius or is Cross a genius? Because that's the thing. That thing was happening beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Smart enough to go back to it, though, Nick.
Oh, yeah. Well, fucking, that's obvious.
What? EC3, future narrative. The future narrative. What is today, guys? Today is Saturday, NWA 74.
Right. Today is Saturday, August 27th.
Yeah. What else is... we are in the summer of Mox.
And the fall of Punk.
And the winter of...
Jon Snow.
What tonight main event? Taya, Valkarie, and Camille's one of them. Homicide and...
No, that is the main event. That was announced as the main event.
What it was? Taya?
Taya and Camille.
Yes. So next we're getting Misery, Faithful, and Begotten.
We're getting the Beelzebub.
This match. Looks like Joey Janela's dad.
and like Festus or no, not Festus. Ralphus's nephew.
Right. Robert. Boom, 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 boom. Damn right. I'm looking forward to Clash at the Castle next Saturday. Bailey, well, go figure.
Right.
Outside of former WWF, ECW, WCW, I didn't know about TNA, Ring of Honor, or even New Japan. Well, until the pandemic, I'm really glad AEW came back. Did not know the original. The original AEW.
You mean WCW?
you mean Ring of Honor?
Right. Well, I was gonna say, that we're the perfect place, and I'm glad you found us and everything because we kind of all have a bit of knowledge on this promotion, that promotion, this spot here, that company there, that person here. So we've got you covered. Whether it is, you can queue up the what's now, but the WWE, AEW, ECW, WCW, TNA, Impact, GCW, XPW, NWA, Ring of Honor. We got you covered.
What? Any NASCAR fans tomorrow, 10 a.m. on CSNBC.
Good to know. NASCAR. Well, no, I actually, I guess if we're going to go off topic here real quick, I have a NASCAR track that's not that far from my house and everything. And I've been to a couple NASCAR races, obviously, not even just in my state and all of that. But yeah, it's fun to go there every now and then. But I do like that we've got the Sinister Minister, Kevin Mitchell.
Right. And we got
speaking of ECW alumni.
Right. And we got a huge ladder.
Someone's got to change the light bulb up there. What in the fuck?
What a calamity of errors.
Well, yeah, what a collection of people is this group right now. We've got emo Luke Gallows, we've got Fathead Jungle Boy, and we've got fucking El Diablo, I guess.
No, I'm trying to put my finger on the dude.
What is the name of how do you have a rat tail with a skullet? What?
That's amazing.
How does those things happen?
Emo Luke Gallows.
Tell me I'm wrong, folks.
No, I won't do it.
The man's even got like the splatter pattern on his pants. But yes, so we have right now.
He looks like fucking dehydrated Eugene. Fuck.
Little bit.
Right?
Who we thought had passed away last night because of the news. But yeah, absolutely. So we've got
Cross appeared out of nowhere from last night. Okay.
Out of nowhere, they did his whole Titantron and everything.
Right? I was like, wait,
how do you surprise someone with a video package? What?
All right, so this is anything goes type match, I suppose.
Well, it's a 6-man tag. I think it's honestly how 6-man tags are supposed to be kind of run, as a no DQ and everything.
All right. Bastion Booger's nephew.
No, Ralphus there.
Ralphus.
Jericho Security. Ralphus.
All right.
Takes the
any predictions on this match?
Anyone know who's in this match?
I gotta go with whatever team that the Sinister guy's cheering for.
Sinister Minister.
Right. He's know what he looks like? Cracked out Ciampa.
No.
he
looks like Eugene in a diaper.
he literally looks like Ciampa. Homeless Ciampa.
But so for those of you who are sick of listening to us, God, I glitched out.
Wow. Remix.
Giving these men fake names. We have the Miserable Faithful versus the Ill Begotten right now in the ring. So we have Judais, Sal the Pal, and Gaagz the Gymp with Father James Mitchell versus Alex Taylor, Jeremiah Plunkett, and Danny Dealz.
I like our names better.
Yeah, by a country mile.
And emo Luke Gallows with the trash can to the head. That's my favorite shit of the night so far.
That's how, but I don't get why he split his beard like that. As someone who has a beard and everything, why do you split it? Like the power of Christ compels you right now. Is in the center of the ring. He's throwing holy water on him, folks.
Why is this happening?
Right. Folks, if you stay with us past this, God bless you.
Oh my God, bro. We got like everyone come to the real Wrasslin show, man.
Right. We've got holy water, we've got a Gymp. Just what the fuck? And you thought GCW was hardcore.
James Mitchell.
Why does that ref look like Adam Cole's like cousin? Oh, Gymp into the guardrail. Never thought I'd have to make that call a day in my life. Oh, big chair shot onto, I guess I'm going with emo Luke Gallows, folks. Sorry, not sorry. If you want to correct me, go right ahead. But yes, so what are you looking forward to tonight with NWA? What are you excited to going into the wrestling weekend that we have coming up with Clash at the Castle? What? World's Collide? What? All Out, especially now that if they're going to do the main event of running it back with Moxley and CM Punk. Did that little backstage video that they showed on Rampage convince you enough of, or did even that match get you excited to see that as, you know, the main event of what's supposed to be one of the bigger AEW pay-per-views with All Out? Like, how does AEW now, or All Out now, stack up to All Out last year? Hello, Robert. Boss. What happened to the NWA? It's not what it was. The sound is real low to very loud. Well, I mean, you're going to nitpick audio production, everything. I mean, they are still, this isn't the WWE. They don't have, you know, the best production money can buy. And we have a tornado bulldog into a pile of chairs. And now Michinoku, well, Death Valley driver, Michinoku driver into the chairs. This match is just complete chaos right now. Taya Valkarie is trying to be the new belt collector. Absolutely. Well, and I'm here for it. And I know KJ is as well. She's super talented. I'm amazed that she's somebody that WWE let slip between their fingertips, that they made her Frankie Monet. She came out with a little frou-frou dog. And she wasn't just an absolute badass. Like, she wasn't like the second coming of Beth Phoenix. next Saturday I won't be able to watch Clash when it happens, not until the evening. That's okay. Well, then you can also watch us right along when you watch Clash, or if you got anything going on in the afternoon, you can still always watch us because we are here covering anything and everything going on in professional wrestling. I will have an all-out party, root beer and pizza for everyone. Hey, sounds a little bit like Tony Khan. Oh, and big double team power bomb into a row of chairs set up on wish.com Eugene. But absolutely, Robert, good on you. But that very much sounds like Tony Khan walking back into the AEW locker room, realizing that it's just broken out into full anarchy. You got Sarsaparilla, Robert Dinkins. I don't know if I see that one. Like I said, I think the main player here is Emo Luke Gallows. But I know the one guy is the Gymp, who was the guy with the cross and the holy water. Oh, that is a good question. That would either be Alex Taylor, Jeremiah Plunkett, or Danny Dealz. I wish I could Google further for you. But yeah, it's one of those three. But like I said, I know it's folks. Not all of NWA is like this, I guess, is the best way that I can put this. This is, I don't know what to make of this. If we, like I said, we've had holy water broken out. We've had, the crucifix. Now we've got, power bombs across bed of chairs. We've got a ladder randomly set up by ringside. I understand this is a Beelzebub bunkhouse, whatever match, but just wow. If 74 should have had a pre-show, this might have should have been on it. Robert saying what up the boss. Not regarding TNA during its long history, has the NWA ever done any crossover events or matches with other promotions? I know Impact has a good relationship with them, but not the rest. Actually, Mark, the NWA has constantly kind of been the foundation for a lot of promotions that they've built their back off of. Like, I think it was even when Shane Douglas was in ECW and won the title before he became the ECW world champion. And he was talking about, Ric Flair and Harley Race, and they can all kiss my ass as he threw the title belt down. So the NWA, for any company pretty much outside of WWE, and we have Medusa right now, who is the GM, announced today, the GM of the NWA, throwing the Peruvian marching powder there, the cloud of chalk in his face. If someone wants to inform me how that makes sense, absolutely. But NWA was the start of a lot of promotions, like you said, even there with TNA, to where it very much, they had the NWA championship for the longest time as its heavyweight title before they grew into the Impact or TNA World Championship. And like Steve even says, NWA has helped out Memphis wrestling. Yeah, that's the thing, is NWA was originally the National Wrestling Alliance. It was like the hub of wrestling during the territory era, very much like we're the hub of wrestling right now. So I guess you could call us the NWA of YouTube, but hashtag not sponsored, hashtag trademark, all of that shit. But yeah, the NWA was very much, well, it was the National Wrestling Alliance. It was where all the territories could kind of, meet together, and we're going to pick this guy. He's the top guy right now in professional wrestling. And then he would work in that territory, and he would help get that territory over because he would work a couple of dates there and he would get their top guy over because he's working matches with them. That's the guy in professional wrestling. So it's absolutely, NWA has had a very much an integral part in everything going on in professional wrestling. Looking forward to Homicide's match on this card. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Any match with Homicide. the man's an underrated wrestling legend, especially when it comes to like the kind of independent scene. And it's interesting to see him in NWA. It's a little bit like a tamed down version of New Jack with the Outlaws and everything. But yeah, Homicide's fantastic in NWA. And right now we are getting Chris Adonis versus Odinson coming up. So let me know who you have for that match. So we have Chris Adonis, the former Chris Masters, versus Odinson. That will be next week. Is that Eugene? I think they called him Sal. Yeah, he looked close to it, Eugene.
I think they call him Sal. How's it going?
Any cooperation between NWA and AW? I don't.
Not really.
Not a lot, but I could see the potential for that. And god damn, look at Odinson coming out right now.
Right. Guy looks like he should be doing strongman competitions.
No, he looks like he's an extra for the fucking History Channel show, Vikings.
Yeah, put him in a tag team with Hammerstone.
Oh, absolutely. Did
right.
you see that he's trying to Hammerstone's trying to
petition
to be Hogan on Young Rock? Oh, absolutely.
Perfect.
That means literally, I tell anyone when they ask about Alex Hammerstone, I was like, picture Hulk Hogan today.
Right. This guy could technically be in the running.
A little bit. He looks a little bit like he looks like reverse Papa Pump. Like, did he just like Mad Max Fury Road spray paint himself in the face?
It looks like it.
Yeah, like I said, he's like reverse Scott Steiner is the best way I can describe this man.
The white mustache is killing me.
Like I said, reverse Scott Steiner.
And does he have a travel mug in his hand?
No, that's the thing that he like, that they did the Max, Fury Road thing. Like, what a day. What a glorious day. And he like sprayed himself in the face with. Man just took.
Yeah, I'm going to take Masters on this one.
Before his match.
Chris Adonis, former WWE superstar.
Chris Masters, the masterpiece.
Right. Do you think eventually WWE might end up trying to convince Billy Corgan to be part of the creative and maybe no?
You think no? I think absolutely.
Put Billy a part of their own creative?
Give him fucking NXT.
I don't know. I don't see them doing it. Well, regardless of what you think
I
of Billy.
can see it. That's the thing is Billy's just wants to be involved. Billy just wants to be part of the wrestling business. I get that he might kind of like his product. And I get he's a super, he's one of us. He likes the history of professional wrestling and everything. So to try and get him to walk away from the NWA is one thing. But if I have the chance to at least reach out and just see if that happens, absolutely, I'm taking it.
Reach.
Fair
There's
enough.
a lot of stuff working out through there.
Oh, right. I'm saying though, if I'm Hunter, I'm gonna give that phone call. If I don't get anything out of it, at least I took it.
Alex Taylor's hurt bad. He dove off the top of the ladder and hit the top rope. I didn't catch it.
Yeah, that match was complete and total chaos.
I did catch Medusa being the X factor in it all.
Yeah, that was weird.
Interesting. Why do you think Homicide gets overlooked when he has better wrestler? He was the better wrestler in LAX, and people always focus on Hernandez.
Because he's a little bit long on the tooth, and he's got a little bit, like I said, of that. He's very strong opinionated on what he wants to do. He's not a quote unquote company guy. He's
right.
This is me. This is what I'm gonna do. He's got that New Jackism-ish, just not to that extremism.
Right. No, and I agree with you there. And I think that, I think the backstage politics have played a big part in his career.
Yes.
Very to the point. Guys, you need to update your ticket with the winners.
What?
Thanks, Steve G.
Oh, he wants us to put the ticker with the winners right there. I mean, that's up to you, Mr. Technical.
The winners of the match and such?
Yeah.
When I look at Hammerstone, I see Lex Luger and Hulk Hogan and Big Papa Pump Nick.
No, he's Hulk Hogan through and through. The man's done at pretty much everything outside of come out to Voodoo Child to be Hulk Hogan.
Right. Wow, huge chop. Wow. Who do you got?
I'm going to go with Masters.
All right.
Adonis, sorry.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
They are in St. Louis tonight.
Yeah, I know. Because then I got to take it down, then put it back.
No, you're good. You're fine. Moving on.
I thought about it. I like the fans. Where is NWA tonight? St. Louis.
That's why probably the Mr. CJ Brand might not be kicking around because it's
right. Actually, is that him there?
I was gonna say if you look real hard in the crowd, you might see him.
You win a T-shirt if
right,
you can.
Where's Waldo? Right. If you spot CJ in the crowd NWA 74, either on night 1 or night 2, I'll send you a T-shirt.
Right, our lucky pops up. We got to give everybody a T-shirt.
Right.
So we'll clarify in attendance at the show.
Right.
Right.
That doesn't mean on the stream.
There he is. Oh shit.
Right. Shit.
We'll be like Will Ferrell in semi-pro.
Right.
That's a lot of hot dogs. Chris Adonis has been great in NWA. I've been impressed with his run in NWA. Damien, yes. Chris Adonis has done well. Again, a lot of guys have found this niche market with NWA, and it's a nice little pocket for them. And a lot of them do, indie appearances on the side of NWA. And again, there's a lot of talent here. Generally, why you get really good pay-per-views. Cheers. Boom. Thanks. Lastly, Mark, crossing over, what do you think of having an overall heavyweight championship? I think it'd be cool. But I think that requires way too much cooperation. I mean, even when you go back to like the territory days, Mark, that was always an interesting point of contention, right? That one champion, who should it be? Whose guy's better? And a lot of politicking. So I don't see it ever being a plausible thing. I mean, I don't. That was my mom. What's up, Mom? What was your mom? That will be next week. Okay. Maybe. Would you guys say that Hammerstone would be a WWE guy if Vince was in charge of the company? Or is a WWE guy with Triple H in charge of the creative and Nick and KJ? Well, Vince was in charge and Hammerstone wasn't a WWE guy. With Vince, age and such play a factor more than certain things, unfortunately. They're throwing punches. Chop. I think Triple H is very much open to, if you're a good wrestler, it doesn't matter about your look, your size, your anything. As long as you can go and we can do something compelling with you, we can make it work. So, I mean, I think that Triple H guy type has a far broader definition than it does under Vince. I think Vince very much had a very straightforward, they got to be big, they got to be bulky, they got to be bad actors, they can't get over, all those rules. There you go. Is Davey Richards defending the NWA title night 1 or night 2? I believe it's tonight. I'm pretty confident that it's tonight, night 1. I could be wrong. Bow down to Sir Nicholas. There you go, Sir Nicholas. sure he's tickled pink. Chris Adonis for the win. Anyone else got a prediction out there, folks? I see a lot taking a peek into the show. Who do you have to take the W? Chris Adonis is in control. Good match, though. In terms of how you look at wrestlers, KJ, would Hammerstone fit the mold of a replacement for Hogan in John Hogan or Cena for Vince? No, I mean, again, Vince had his opportunity to have Hammerstone. They passed, right? Like, he wasn't there. So I don't know. Physique-wise, look-wise, attitude-wise. All right, we got a DQ. Well, he did now. Chris Masterton, not Adonis. Chris Adonis. I'll get it out. Chris Adonis with the DQ win. He got sprayed in the face and he picks up the W. So that makes me 1-1 on the night on those predictions. Was Drogot. Will Roman Reigns lose at Clash? No. Straight up no, Dro. Well, there we go. A decent match. DQ ending. I guess there's still a story to tell here between Adonis and oh shoot, look at that. Aron A-Town, what's up, buddy? Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. And everyone out there, if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, join the live streams that we do nonstop here. We'll be back tomorrow for night 2 of NWA 74. We're already off to a good start. Well, an interesting start based on what Nick Aldis had to say, but we're rolling. We're getting through. Saturday nights are always fun. We're back tomorrow, then Monday Night Raw, and all through the week for all your wrestling needs. Tune in here. We'll be covering it all live. Our live reaction, our breaking news. We do not stop. Click that bell. You never know when we're going to pop up. But we're talking to the women's tag team champions at the moment. Pretty Empowered are on the stage. What's up, A-Town? What do you guys think so far? How you doing tonight? What is on your wrestling mind? Don't be shy. Channels for the fans, by the fans. So, and I will take a moment while Nick is pausing for the cousin and remind everybody, boom, if you go to SeatGeek.com and pick an event that you would like to attend, go to purchase those tickets, use the code Wrasslin. That's right, Wrasslin, like it's in our name. And you will save $20 on your first purchase at SeatGeek.com today. I know you guys like going to wrestling shows. I know you like going to concerts. I know some of you out there like to go to, Disney on Ice, whatever your event is, whatever tickles you pink, make sure SeatGeek.com, Wrasslin is the code. Save yourself $20. And if you want, you can take that $20, use it towards our limited edition, our special edition, Wrasslin for Life t-shirt from Alt Wrestling Tees. We're also dropping 3 new t-shirts. Each one of us, I might be letting the cat out of the bag, but each one of us will be dropping an individual t-shirt coming soon. I won't spoil what they look like, but they will be up on the screen. So go to Alt Wrestling Tees, see what my boy over there has popping. And like I said, go to SeatGeek.com, save $20, and then go buy yourself a t-shirt. That being said, folks, Mr. Nick will be back in a moment. I'm still holding down. And right now, we got the NWA Tag Team Champions not agreeing with each other. So Pretty Empowered not on the same page. And they will be defending those titles tomorrow night. All right, Chris. Yes, Roman Reigns will lose at Clash. No, he won't. What do you mean? Yes, I said no. Next Saturday. Nah, I don't see it. KJ, who else in the NWA who are former WWE? I mean, you got Murdoch, you got Cardona, you got who we already saw Adonis. I mean, technically, who else is over there? JTG, Fandango, Swami, Swanson, Samsonite. Yeah, no, there's a good handful. I think Aldis is going to WWE. Interesting. And out comes Kerry Morton with his father, Ricky Morton, of course, a Hall of Famer in his own right. And he is going after the title that is being held by Homicide. By all means, let us know in the chat, what are your predictions for this match? Who do you see taking the belt at the end? Boom. Thank you for that. You're welcome for that. Yes. I'm sure there's more. And as I see them, I'll point them out. A little tricky because you have so many wrestlers in and out. And there's a good handful of wrestlers that, they did a job spot, or, they were filler. Here comes Homicide. Nick and Mickie. Interesting. Listen, Nikki. Wow, I just lumped them together. Mickie is honestly, for my money, she's better now than she's ever been. She looks amazing. She's confident. Not that she wasn't confident before, but this whole, resurgence of her in Impact, it feels so true to who she is. I hope if she went anywhere, she would continue to do that. Right? Give me some hardcore country. Leclerc, my new favorite for the WWE is Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns, but all due respect. Listen, man, if you watched Friday Night SmackDown last night and you're a fan of wrestling, and even the AEW diehard fans out there, if you saw how that show ended and the camera zooming in on Roman and Roman just eating it, just running through that promo on the way out the door and just giving it to the camera. Yeah, I mean, realistically, if you see that and you're like, and you don't acknowledge the fact, see what I did there, that's unbelievable work, and he is at the top of his game, and it's outstanding, then I think it's just hate at that point. Karrion's great. Drew's great. But, yeah. And, I mean, some people, our boy CJ, Drew McIntyre has go-home heat with my boy CJ. By the way, folks, I haven't seen a lot of predictions on this match. Morton or Homicide? We got a bit of a handshake going here. All right. What are we thinking? The title is on the line. Start with the side headlock. There we go. Here we go. Homicide for the win. I like it. Dro. Tyson Fury. Could he be there at the Clash? I don't think that's much of a reach. I think that's all right. That is a possibility. I could see it, Dro. I don't know what he does, but I could see it. Oh, we got Morton for the win. Since when? Oh, there you go. Damien's got Homicide. All right. Another collar and elbow tie up into a headlock. It's all right. Homicide for the win. I'm going to take Homicide as well. I mean, we did see this guy last time we did NWA pay-per-view. Homicide defended his title twice in an impressive fashion. Not like just a squash. It was two solid, insane matches. He put in the work. New favorite, Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. I'm not a fan of. Oh, I think it. Wait, did that come twice or did I click it twice? There we go. Oh no, it came twice. Yeah, I mean, you got to give Roman respect. You really have to. There is absolutely no way we can ignore him with the chair on Drew's neck and the belt on his shoulder and him telling the entire world that he runs this industry. Like undeniable, guys. Undeniable. You can't say anything. You really, really can't. You've always been a Roman Reigns homie. You really have. Things change. Steve G's not having it. Now we got Homicide on the outside. He's going to have a chat with one Ricky Morton. Ricky's still doing it after all these years. Oh, geez, Ronnie. We know, Ronnie. Like, really. Is anyone on the NWA roster would make it in WWE? Yeah, lots of people. I mean, we always talk about the possibility would Cardona go back. I mean, that's a bit of a reach because he's got so much good going on his own now. But yeah, Cardona would be a good fit. Aldis would be a good fit. JTG could go back. I mean, Fandango's a good guy. Who else is there right now? I mean, a guy like Mims could be used in a good spot. There's a lot of talent. Camille standing over Charlotte Flair. Whew. Who's currently the oldest active wrestler? I think it's Action Mike. I think. I don't know. Flair, technically, because he's kind of reneging on his whole, wait a minute, did I say last match? This week's so good, I want to come back for another. Oh, Kerry with a huge crossbody. 2 count. Wow, good. Pace is picking up. Back into the headlock. I met my friends are fans, both of McIntyre and Cross. All right, Joe. Theater, Camille. Oh, my bad. Camille would make it. Yep. Camille's good. Look, Taya Valkarie, who's here right now, should be in the WWE. The fans are cheering for Kerry. Homicide in control, rubbing it in. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, folks. Just looking some stuff up. Yeah, the oldest active wrestler is a hard one, right? Morton's way up there. Like I said, we got Action Mike still doing it. But technically, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's some 90-year-old out there still taking a bump or two. Fact checkers, you can fill me in on that one. Camille would make it. I think Nick Aldis would be awesome. Camille's good. Madison Rayne now, see, this is under Vince, I think Madison Rayne would be viewed as too old. Under Triple H, I don't know if he finds a fit for her, and that might be worth a debate, but I don't know. All right. Homicide with the poke to the eye on Kerry. JV, welcome to the show. Steve G, Dro, Sonny, Steve, Ronnie, Damien, everybody out there, welcome to the show. And I have a feeling we're going to welcome back a very near and dear friend in a moment. Our boy JV has put this up as far as, here we go.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Right.
So JV says, only match I'm looking forward to at Clash is Gunther versus Sheamus. Man, that match is going to be very old school. Ivan Koloff and Bruno Sammartino.
Well, and especially though, you have two kind of European icons in a match on UK soil under the biggest promotion
Really
up that way. Right now. Sure. Like it absolutely, that's going to be a barn burner, especially the way that Hunter's treating the talent that he has right now of just go out and wrestle, just go do what we pay you to do.
Right.
Yeah, I think even we were talking in our little, group chat and everything of whether that might open the show or if that might even potentially main event. I still think, like I heard you a little bit when I was on my little pause there, with Roman. Right now, Roman he's the apex predator of professional wrestling. He is the best doing it, whether you like WWE, whether you like Roman Reigns, not to steal his own little catchphrase and everything, but you have to acknowledge that
you can't deny it at this point.
Is the top of the professional wrestling industry right now.
Anyone says that he sucks, and I've seen a lot of AEW fans, the hardcore ones especially, Roman would be nothing aid. If he walked out with the bloodline in the attitude he walked in with, as he does every week.
He didn't even need the bloodline. If he walks out on any stage, he steals the fucking show.
Dog. Sorry, Dean. Get in the passenger seat where you belong, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
The tribal chief will take it from here. Choo choo.
Right.
PCO is an old wrestler also. Yes, he is. Good Canadian.
Yes.
One of the craziest. I want to watch his A&E biography.
It's still going though. That's the thing. Is that man's career has gone an insane trajectory.
Yeah, like a resurgence after the age of 50. Who does that? Like, how did you pull that off?
And to where you not only had a resurgence, you make yourself one of the best professional wrestlers going at that point in time.
Oh yeah, and viably noteworthy. And
like I was saying, you make yourselves one of the biggest, draws out there.
Kerry Morton is Homicide with his leg on the rope. I don't love Kerry Morton. I've seen him more than once. Not the cleanest wrestler in the world.
I love Jim Cornette, but at times the Rock and Roll Express get a little overhyped, a little big for their britches. So
listen, you can't deny that they're Hall of Famers and they had that name. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh no,
I agree with you. No, I know you're not.
No, they act like it's been acted like that they're the greatest thing to ever happen to professional wrestling. And I will give it credit that his father's still hitting Canadian destroyers and everything like that in his age, but
it's crazy.
For every Randy Orton, for every Cody Rhodes, there's half a dozen Manus and all of that the Von Erich's kid or what have you, that like
reversal super kick, which sucked again. Is it I don't know. Oh, no soul to super kick.
Wait till you get to the punch.
Yeah, but you talk about Ric Flair and the risk of wee woo, and here we got Ricky Morton doing Canadian destroyers.
Yeah, well, you're gonna make me sound something that sounds really dark. I was gonna say, on one hand, who cares? No offense.
I think I get what you're saying here.
Right. It's one of those. One of those is a national headline. The other's a dirt sheet.
Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yeah, that's a little darker than I was trying to.
See, I didn't want to say it.
Dun, dun, bong. Yeah, no, that's no. I mean, some people are just that's their passion, but it's just funny, right? Like, he's doing it. I mean, Ric Flair did it for a lot of money and a lot of notoriety. He does it for like, $25 and a pack of gum.
Yeah, he does it for a hot dog and a handshake.
Ricky back up top. Not Ricky.
Uh-uh.
Lands it.
Meanwhile, I just got a Koji cutter for a 3 count. So your winner, sorry if I'm spoiling it, but I don't think this was a great match, is Homicide picks up the 1, 2, 3 with a Koji cutter of all moves. I just got
it with the Koji cutter. Let me see if I can refresh my shit.
But no, to me, Homicide and NWA has a similar-ish, and I don't want to say exact, but similar-ish feel to like when New Jack was in Smoky Mountain. Of like, you just kind of know he's a badass. He's kind of one of those of, he's a lunatic that you don't kind of want to fuck with. Speaking of messing with.
Right.
Oh, Homicide got caught up on the high chair steps there, getting into the ring.
Tennille Dashwood is a free agent. Would she go back to WWE? We talked about this on the.
Oh, no. I don't know if we've hit too much on this one. I think it's interesting honestly, I have her going more to AEW.
Yeah.
I think she's been through the WWE ringer. That's how we got the Emma and all of that. And she was a little bit there. Or we had Emelina, and she was a little bit there as Emma and everything. And I almost just think she's kind of been through that process. And AEW's women's roster, like we even talked about with the whole situation with Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter and now Toni Storm, that women's division is still fairly shallow. Mm-hmm. So she drops into that pool and she's instantly a much bigger fish than if she goes into WWE, to where you're behind Bianca and Charlotte.
Do you have the commentary team talking right now?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Let's try this again. Actually, I'm a fan of Roman Reigns, homie, because of his cancer and COVID-19.
Oh. Yeah, no one's saying that you're not a fan of Roman. Trust me, sorry, I'm sneaking a stat. But no, Roman Reigns, like I've said, and I know someone's about to disagree with me in a couple comments here, but no, he is, to me, one of, if not the best doing it. Like the way that man's dealt with just being booed out of buildings and still pulled it together. Like he sat there and had John Cena. It's called a promo, kid. If you want to,
Tommy Rich,
be the big dog, you're gonna have to learn how to cut one.
Right. Tommy Rich is on his way to the ring, I believe. Are we in the same place?
Yeah, we're good. We're right there. I'm right there.
With the same hair he wrestled with.
I've got so many jokes running through my head right now that I'm trying to like comprehend. Just what the hell?
I heard rumors Rana Young might come back to WWE.
Oh, Renee? All right.
Rana Young. Yes, Ronnie. I haven't heard that rumor. She didn't have a lot of good things to say about WWE. Now, I don't know if that's changed. I don't.
See, I heard, I think it was more the other way of, I think she's going to be in Chicago around when All Out's happening is the latest that I've heard. So I think it might be more that way. I may have heard her being backstage when they were in Cleveland, I want to say 2 weeks ago for WWE, but that's more, it's just kind of close to her hometown and everything. And she's still got friends in the building. I think she's going to ride or die with the company that her husband's in. She wasn't utilized as well as she could have as the second that they put her on the commentary table in WWE. So I don't
know. I wonder if Shane Taylor will show up at Impact Lone Star.
Yes, please. Shane Taylor right now is absolutely killing it outside of the television eye. I will put it that way. If you remember Shane Taylor from Ring of Honor, I know I've talked about Tony having too big a roster. Tony, please sign Shane Taylor. Put him on Ring of Honor. Have him go versus Claudio. Absolutely make that match happen.
Yeah, all right.
I'm there with Shane Taylor's at that
crazy. Level. All right, so we do have an interview going on in the ring right now, guys. So we'll get back to the action soon. But yeah, Shane Taylor's funny. He honestly looks like he has 2 beanbag chairs in his pants, but thick, man. But he can go, and yeah, I'm more than welcome to see him pop up somewhere. But the question will be, will we see Juice? Where?
Juice Robinson, or are we talking about someone getting
right?
That's the weird part with wrestling and wrestling terminology is you have to specify when you use words like juice.
Right. Nick, I disagree 100 about Roman, but you're entitled to your opinion. How many matches has the title won on his own? No, I don't care. That's a perfect heel
He's
champion.
Supposed to be a heel. I understand if you view it as he needs to win every match clean and all of that. But at the end of the day, whether you agree with how many matches he's won, how many matches he won clean, how active he is, and anything like that, the second that man shows up on your television screen, you know shit has picked up to another level. That needle mover shirt isn't just there as a fucking gimmick and it's a nice little catchphrase. That's a fact. That greatness on a different level, that's a fact. Like these are statements that now he's reaching that potential that Vince and everybody saw in him years ago. And now, despite all of the booing and everything like The Rock dealt with, like John Cena dealt with, he's at that level. He may be a heel at that level, like his cousin, who he may face at WrestleMania. But absolutely, he is, bar none, at that level. As the total package, he is the best doing it today.
Yeah. Enough said. After NWA 74 is the Rey Mysterio documentary tomorrow. Ooh.
See, that's the thing. There's so much damn wrestling going on. That's why I love having the fam around and everything and all the little fact checkers.
Right.
People that keep us on our toes and everything like that. Just let us know everything that's going on.
Right. Hassan, welcome back. Robin Hood.
Whoa. Sorry, go ahead. I was just going to say, because I've got it right now up on my screen. So let everybody drop your guess right now who Cardona will pick for his hand-chosen opponent for
Brian
his
Myers.
NWA in-ring return.
Brian Myers.
Swoggle.
I like his entrance music.
Well, he's done such a good job now that he's outside of the WWE realm. And that's the thing, like even with guys like Jonah and all that people are talking about, oh, Hunter wants them back, right? But do they want to go back? Now that a lot of these guys have gotten a taste of that indie scene and gotten a taste of that rub that they get from being in WWE to now they're on the indies of, do I want to go back into that system or do I want to just keep being able to do what I want, being able to show up when I want?
Right. That's a tricky one, right? It really is.
Well, I think that's the thing that a lot of people aren't talking about is you're going to have people that haven't gotten a taste of the indie scene until their post WWE career. And you're coming out of that at a different level than somebody who's had to quote unquote work their way up.
Absolutely, Nick. Ronnie Hood says, I would like Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson in WWE with Cornette. This is not 19.
What would that be? A 2 out of 3 coronaries match? Like Cornette's gonna have a fucking heart attack the second he walks foot in fucking Titan Towers.
Doesn't he just burst into flames?
Right. It's like a sinner showing up in the church, just burst into flames.
Just poof, he's fucking gone. You think Papa Paul will trade in the 24th title to bring back the European title? No. I think he's moved the 24/7 title to something playful for social media. And I think the European title is something completely different now. And we will get a nice set of new belts.
I would like seeing the European title back, especially honestly if they do NXT Europe and instead of having the North American title, you have the NXT European title. Absolutely.
Well, wouldn't the NXT European Championship now be NXT Europe's big belt?
Potentially, but either way, I'm here for it. Well, so here's the question: do you think that they're actually going to bring back NXT Europe?
Yes,
or that's just a soft like? We're going to slowly phase out NXT UK. And
no, I think there's a plan there.
NXT Europe's going to come back. Oh, wait. It's supposed to come back in 23? 2023? Sorry, 2024. Oh, 2024? No. Sorry, 2025.
It's a strategic move. The Triple H is playing some risk right now. So
yeah, he's playing Stratego.
He's moving from Britain into Europe, and this is what's happening right here. Right?
He's finally learned of Brexit.
Right? Yeah, that's what it is. So he's moving into Europe because he knows that Tony loves the international superstars. They obviously have that non-Atlantic title.
Right.
So this is an opportunity for Triple H and the WWE.
You get to imagine, because we've had it halfway on Progress, is if you had the AW All-Atlantic Championship and the WWE European title.
Right.
Competed for on the same card. Overseas somewhere.
Right.
Absolutely.
But I think that's what this is. We can lure we could lure athletes that someone like Tony would be interested in bringing over to wrestle at home for good money. And yeah, fuck Tony.
Yeah, that's how they got Gunther, Butch / Pete Dunne. Right? That's how they got Ilya. They raided the UK independent scene for the longest time, just snatching up talented wrestler after talented wrestler. Well, actually, yeah, the whole UK scene. So now if they go back over there and it's you guys have to be here, you don't have to deal with the TV tapings, this and that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
All right. So Cardona's shooting his mouth off about Aldis, which I like. You got this. Thank you, Kurt Hennig. One of my faves.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Perfect.
Oh, there you go. Steve with a guess on who Cardona's going to pick.
Judais.
I was thinking this. JV and I are on the same
Chelsea
page.
Green.
Right.
He just does like literally the finger poke of doom.
Yeah, that's what I think we're going to get.
Could you imagine? I could see Cardona, honestly, and I'm going to just say this right now, and I might speak this into existence. If he does a fake fucking foot injury spot like fucking Punk.
It wouldn't.
He does something to where no matter who he faces, especially if he faces someone like Chelsea Green, he does a fucking high kick spot and he injures his foot and still manages to get the win. See, I'm better than CM Punk. I'm better than the best in the world.
Wow, he's running his mouth at Bully Ray. Sorry, Nick.
No, you're good. Well, that's the thing is I still love all the heat that this man got in GCW and everything. That's so that crowd ready to just riot.
When we did the countdown for last year's moments, that was way up there because you had no choice. It blew up and it legitimately put GCW on the map.
Oh yeah, that as much as people don't like Matt Cardona or they view it as a stick and everything, he has been a revival on the independent scene. He draws you in.
Oh, and he's fell right into this heel character. That's where I'm like,
oh yeah, it's perfect. He does what Jericho's trying to do as the Jericho Appreciation Society, just better. Since we talked about Escobar doing Andrade better, Cardona does Jericho better.
Yeah, and I would like to see. I would be totally down for a Cardona LA Knight program, like feud.
Chris, we're making a whole faction of Matt Cardona, LA
there we go.
Nick Aldis. Oh, so we're getting a mystery opponent announced now. Oh, what the fuck, folks? So yes, we're getting Ronaldo Freeman. Ronaldo Freeman is the mystery opponent. Who had that on your bingo card? Let me know because I'll call you a damn liar.
I knew it.
Right,
that's Ronaldo.
That's Matt Cardona's mystery opponent for his return.
And for those who aren't
this man looks all of 3 feet of
if you can't see
Magic
Mike right now.
This guy, a Kentucky waterfall and a bow tie on, and he's all of 3 feet tall.
He looks like a fucking one of those like mailograms. Fucking
this man should be popping out of a cake on his fucking entrance.
It looks like they took him out of the water too early. You know when you put the little
those little things, you got a little capsule.
You got to put him back in the cup of water.
Like I said,
this guy is 85 pounds.
Wedding cake is who he's challenging for a fucking match right now.
Right? Holy fuck. Even the commentator. He's small.
Right. Don't blink. This match is probably going to be quicker than Punk versus Moxley.
This man is 85 pounds and 47 pounds of it is his
hair.
Way. Is his hair.
Right. Kentucky waterfall just on fleek right now.
So I have a feeling someone's got to come out and correct this injustice, right?
No, we're gonna get Cardona gets the 1, 2, 3, and then maybe we get someone that whoops his ass afterwards.
Maybe we get we get a 1, 2, 3 kid moment.
You can imagine. I don't even know if he can hit a Rough Rider without jumping over this fucking little guy.
No, he might fucking kill him with a Rough Rider.
Right.
It legitimately looks.
He'll hit the ultimate teabag like we saw the other night.
Oh my god.
The teabag $10 teabags.
The teabag of doom. Anybody want to vote on this match? Anybody got a prediction? Do I need to put a poll up? Cardona for the win.
Who do you have? Why do you have Cardona? That's the question. Who do you have?
What do you mean, why? Do you don't even have this? Why do you have Cardona?
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is worse than James Ellsworth. This guy looks like more beat upable than the guy who said any man with
smaller than Marco Stunt.
Right. Main event, him versus Marco Stunt.
Yeah, right. First time in history, Marco Stunt's the heavier man in the fight. Cardona versus Bully Ray. I mean, except that time with the legless guy.
Oh, what was this? Oh, I can picture exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember his name right now.
No, I blocked it out as much as I could. That is why I placed Cardona above Roman for what he has accomplished in the indie scene. Roman is great. Yeah, I mean, that's
you're not halfway wrong. He's that's the thing is he's in that ballpark. So that's why I guess when people talk about him going back to the Fed or anything, it's like he's going to trade all of that. He's going to trade in being like the Hulk Hogan of the Indies for
this match
going back to him. Because he can't hit a move on him because he just swings over the top of him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's got the ultimate advantage. He's so small you can't hit him.
Right.
Jesus. As I say that, he just eats a double knees right to the chest and bounces halfway across the ring.
Wow. Knees to the face. Now, my only issue with this comment, JV, and Nick, you can bounce in on this, is to me, this comment is comparing a Cy Young winner to somebody in the best pitcher in the minor leagues. Cardona's doing great in the minor leagues, but let's compare him to Roman Reigns. It's not the same thing. Cardona's done amazing, but it's not in the same strategy.
I would combat that with this: of you have a blue chip prospect versus a self-made guy.
Oh, for sure.
So that's why, to me, especially, and I guess I'll take this little moment to grandstand and all of that, and especially being someone who's come from the chat, like all of the people that were answered to and everything like that. But to be a self-made guy that's grown to a fucking some shit like that, and you have your own self-made empire you can stand on versus the Roman Empire that was
where are we going with this?
I don't fucking know. Anyways,
oh, bro, what were we even talking about at that point?
I don't listen.
Happy Saturday, folks! Cheers. Mack Cardona for the win. Yeah, teaming. That's a bold prediction.
Right. I gotta try and fill in this dwarfism bout. So
this is still happening.
Somehow we got a 2 count.
Well, we got a basement. Well, no choice but to be a basement flatliner. He got a 2 count on Cardona. This is ridiculous.
He's hulking up.
He got the whole world in his hands. Man, you could have this whole little man in your hands.
Right.
Pause. No. This guy looks like he pulls right out of 90 Day Fiance.
Right, like I said, no, he looks like he should be popping out of a fucking cake.
He'd be popping out of a fucking cupcake. What do you mean a cake?
Right, exactly.
Get the fuck out of here with a cake. He drowned in a cake. Oh, we lost him. He's fucking gone.
Right.
Wrasslin Universe Podcast. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. Good to see you.
I almost feel like that's your girl there in the profile picture. There.
That is my girl Taya. So good choice.
The one who will be main eventing and winning tonight. Hey, goddamn.
Oh, bold. I gotta go. I'm going Taya 100%, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my lord. He dead.
Oh, he picks him up so we don't get the 3 count.
He dead.
Right. Stop. He's already dead.
Oh, we're not stopping. We got more. Oh, sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
There you go. The greatest physical difference in a match was the horrible moment what JBL did to Hornswoggle. Yeah. Well, JBL's got a history of being an asshole.
No.
Just go ask the Blue Meanie about that, and I'm going to leave it at that.
That's a good one. I like that story. But, dude, you know what, though? You know one of the worst ones for me was Big Show.
You're kidding me!
Wait.
What in the name of Dark Order just happened? What?
Yo!
Kid moment, what?
How the fuck?
Most dangerous move in professional wrestling, what?
Cardona,
no,
I called it!
Cover, what?
I called it! I called the 1, 2, 3 kid moment.
Cardona lost the match to his cake topper for his wedding for Chelsea Green, what?
What? The front door?
What?
Yo, I thought that was Ryan Seacrest.
I thought it was Ziggler. I was like, why is Ziggler cheering this man?
Is that Tyler Breeze?
Man, I don't. What? How did that? Like again, why with the Dark Order winning last night over the House of Black? Why did that man somehow manage to pull off a surprise roll up?
I called the 1, 2, 3 kid
like,
moment.
I get. Cardona got his comeuppance, but like, all right, there has to be some form of realism here. There is a suspension of disbelief, but I do have to at least be grounded in reality.
I guess you sell him for being an arrogant prick, and that's what you got his fucking upcomings.
But the match shouldn't even have lasted that long. The man, I could put my nuts on that man's forehead. Like, good God.
Oh, why? Pause. Baby doll.
What?
Samantha Starr. What?
There's a lot of blonde happening right now.
Now, KJ, can you honestly see both Cardona and Roman trading places? Where Cardona, WWE, and Indies on the. You know what, JV? I see what you're doing there, and I get where you're going with it. And yeah, again, I think Cardona is just a different animal. What I'm saying is it's a hard comparable.
You're comparing apples to oranges with that. Is to me, is if you put Cardona right now in Roman Reigns' spot in WWE, you don't have anywhere near that same type of level, that same type of caliber, anything like that. It's the same thing if you put Roman into the Indies and everything.
Yeah,
they're perfect creatures for their environment. And it's just but Roman's part of the biggest operation going right now.
You're comparing a sports car to a pickup truck, right? Like that to me, like that's what it is. Yeah. Cardona's a workhorse. Cardona's etched his own. If Roman got released, would he have gone on the indie scene and made it matter? Probably not. But that's what I mean. Like it's hard. It's hard comparable. At the end of the day, he's up here. This is right.
Sorry.
When Nash played darts with Ray.
And people actually called the cops and everything, and they actually called 911 because they heard about that. That's
bring that shit back to wrestling.
Stuff. Well, I think WWE's getting close to there. Hopefully,
Damien, that's not accurate. He lost to Beneath a Jobber. I don't know what that term is. We're getting the Berkey Invitational. Awesome job, kid. Yeah.
Thank you.
Whoa. Kylan King, who we recently saw in AEW.
Yes, she's actually been in a couple of good spots on in AEW.
So Kylan King coming down. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know who's in this match,
I can tell you right now. That's what I was about to tell you.
There you go.
So we have Samantha Starr with Baby Doll versus Kylan King versus Tootie Lynn versus Missa Kate versus Max the Impaler with, again, Father James Mitchell versus Maddie Ranowski versus Angelina Love, of course, fitting that Velvet Skies on commentary versus Genocide versus Natalia Markova versus Taryn Terrell. Again, another Impact, call back there.
Baby doll. I love the baby doll Jim Cornette stories. Big shout out. I don't care.
I just don't get why this looks like Honey Boo Boo grown up.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be that way, but just it's fucking so in the pocket. It's funny.
Survey says.
Sorry, survey.
Yeah, you're good. That one's up there.
Well, me at the
All right.
But so, folks,
it does look like a dance mom.
Cavalcade of names that I rattled off.
It does look like a dance mom all grown, like the little girl grew up and she's still doing it, like
a pageant mom.
Mom, I'm pretty. You're like,
I'm sick and tired of this, Mom. Well, you're gonna go out there and perform, honey. So honestly, I guess this is what we're starting off with. I have Kylan King, so I guess this is a gauntlet match.
Yes.
Okay, so
you going Kylan?
Well, no, I'm just saying right now. I think we're gonna. This is a one we're gonna have to take step by step, fall by fall.
I'm gonna go Genocide. I know.
Oh, okay, so you're going for the whole kit and caboodle. Then
I meant Mack the Impaler.
I'm gonna take Angelina Love.
Is Genocide in this?
Yes.
Did I just make that up my ass?
No, you're good. I'm gonna go with Velveteen. I almost said Velveteen Dream.
What?
I'm gonna say it. What? I'm gonna say Angelina Love.
Oh, look, Ronnie agrees with you.
Hey, there we go. Well, especially she's got one half of the beautiful people sitting there right there in commentary. So
yeah, that's a true story. He can't lose because I want to see the tribal chief and the head of the table character in my hometown LA WrestleMania. I think you're getting that no matter what. So yeah,
right. You're gonna get that versus the people's champion.
What? Oh, we got someone else coming out. Wait.
Oh, is this
how do they do their gauntlet match?
Well, this is an invitational. So invitational gauntlet. So this might be one of those of you got a time limit and then just the ring fills up.
Okay, so it's not a battle royal, but
no, it's if it's a gauntlet, then it's an elimination.
Yeah, it would be elimination upon
right.
arrival, right?
So I'm here for that. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure it out. Sometimes we got to be reminded that the wrestling that we've seen the majority of it they don't make.
Right. That's the thing. It's sad to say it's between WWE, AEW, Connor, between NWA, AW, etc. The rules differ honestly between promotion and promotion. This isn't copy and paste here.
Who do you have the Usos going up against a Clash? KO and Sammy.
Too fast.
Yeah,
Hot Topic Raiders.
Who?
Hot Topic Raiders.
Heel versus heel.
Job out the Hot Topic Raiders even more than they already have.
What if it's nobody?
New Day with the fucking kendo sticks.
What if it's nobody?
They may not have a match. That's
they couldn't get in Canada. Can they get in
England? Can't cross state line. Can't cross the country border there.
Could you imagine you can't drive into Canada, but you can go to Wales? Wales is like, what did you do?
Who was it? I think it was Boss saying that Jimmy Uso, that the Usos are going to open up a Canadian driving school.
Roman versus Brock Lesnar, Part 9.
No, and we've got Missa Kate right now.
Yeah, taking out the crew.
4 involved in the match so far. So who are you guys taking for this?
Who did I go with? Oh yeah, I went with Genocide.
You went with Genocide.
I meant Max the Impaler, but whatever. Roman Reigns versus Rock.
Fine, I'm taking Angelina Love. Either way.
You never change your mind. The Rock is better than Roman Brock. Yeah, Roman and Rock is compelling as shit, and it will be good. I really do think it will be an excellent match. And those two
We've
guys
seen Roman versus Brock enough.
Yeah, and I mean, I truly believe Rock loves putting on a show. 1, 2, he's one of the best that ever did it. 2, and in addition to that, you're literally going to have him want to deliver an over the top, outstanding main event, especially he knows what it means for Roman's career.
Absolutely, and we had huge ass Bronco Buster into a Meteora by Kylan King.
No one Usos can't go to. Yeah, okay. See, Ronnie thinks they can't go either.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow,
you are crazy. You are crazy.
Yeah.
From one crazy to another, you are crazy.
We don't know.
We had Maddie coming out right now. In case you couldn't tell by having all of the slogans and catchphrases all over her. But yeah, I think Sammy being the one to end Roman's reign. Sorry, trying to say that 3 times fast on the vitamins. But no, I think honestly, I've been saying this all along, and I still think it's what WWE could do is you have Braun do it. You have Braun Breaker, whether it's the night after WrestleMania, whether it's you build it up to the next pay-per-view or whatever. It's going to be interesting what they do with Roman once the Roman Empire falls and the bloodline kind of implodes. But we're in the back 9 with that story. We have to be of. I don't know. I get it's the best thing running in professional wrestling, but I think they're gearing up for Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania, and then where do you go from there? Yep, that was me. Acknowledge. Yeah. Thanks, boss. Who did Cardona face? And hello, Alexander. He faced a jobber. I can't remember his exact name. I am refreshing just to see if I can find that for you real quick. But yeah, he faced a guy that was all of 3 pounds of nothing. I will get back to you with that, Alexander. I agree with you, Big Nick. Well, dang you, Ronnie. That tends to happen quite frequently around here, through one way or another. And right now, I believe we have Taryn Terrell coming on right now. But I'm still not seeing a lot of predictions for this. I know that there's kind of it's surprising that we're still pretty much all the way through this, and I don't think we've had anyone be eliminated or anything like that so far in this gauntlet match. So it's almost Impact-ish of like they're almost building to somehow like everybody's in the ring, and then we get elimination. But yeah, or how Solo Sikoa. See, and now here's the thing that I've heard and I've thought about, and it might be interesting, honestly, if they do it with Solo, to where you have him almost like when Jimmy returned, of he's the guy that tries to talk sense into the Usos, and if Sammy's still involved at that time, but he at least tries to talk sense into his brothers of like, what are we doing? Like, why are we following this guy? This, that, and the other. But I almost wonder if Big DDT. But I almost wonder if the ship sailed on expanding the bloodline, because unless it's going to still keep going and going, and we have Max the Impaler coming out right now. Again, a strong favorite to win this. She's super impressive looking. I know she's been on AEW a couple of times and everything like that, but it's interesting to see her still involved in NWA. And we have one competitor right now just up and taken off, just running out of ringside. I think Cody ends Roman Reigns' title. I see. I'm still of the mindset that they need to split up the titles from Roman. I thought they were going to do it through the draft. They've kind of taken over. God damn, that was an impressive choke slam by Max. 2 count from Terrence Terrell. But I think that they need to. I thought they were going to do it through the draft. If you take one of those titles off of Roman and then you move on to, okay, now you could have Cross, you could have Cody, you could have all of them compete for the WWE Championship, especially because it's across 2 TV networks. But especially if they're calling off the draft, I don't know what they're going to do with that, but I don't think it's Cody. I don't know what to do with Cody in WWE. That's the thing, is he's kind of he's still very much a wild card. It's still interesting as hell, though, that WWE has managed to pull away one of the EVPs from AEW to their company. But I think he was very much, they had a difference of what was professional wrestling to them. It is 100% at Mania for Rock versus Roman for the Universal title. Rock wins at Mania. And no, I don't think so, because you don't put the belt on somebody, and Triple H has already come out and said he doesn't want part-timers. You don't put the belt on somebody that's going to be there for all of a week, or that's going to be all of there for all of a month. You still keep that on Roman. You still have him go over as the ultimate the ultimate tribal chief. He goes over the perceived head of the Anoa'i family. He goes over the Rock, and then it's you've made a star. You made that next. He gets the most shine off of a guy like Rock, especially a guy like Roman, with those family ties, with that personality, with those looks. Absolutely. For the WWE title, only in the Rock universe. No. And we have Angelina Love coming out right now. I'm still hard pressed to see if we've had a elimination yet. But absolutely. Oh, is this an over the top battle royal? Like, does this somehow become over the top? Because I apologize. I missed eliminations because I didn't realize going over the top rope apparently eliminated it. But we're down to right now 5 women in the ring as Angelina Love just came out. I can see Solo Sikoa debut at Cash and help Roman beat Drew. That's a potential. I think Solo's not coming back till around September-ish. Like I said, it's going to be interesting. I wonder if they bring back, well, I should say when, and you heard it here first, when they bring back Naomi and Sasha, do they put Naomi involved in the bloodline? And right now we've got Angelina Love just trying to, she's landing some shots on Max the Impaler, but they're not having anything of an effect. Kylan King gets involved too as well. Everybody right now ganging up on Max. So I think she's very much playing the Awesome Kong, the Nia Jax role. And I guess this is a top rope elimination. The final entrant right now, we have KJ's pick their Genocide. It's going to be interesting because whoever wins this tonight gets a women's title match tomorrow night, because this is still only night 1. So, folks, make sure, again, and I'll take this time here, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. And as you can tell, we are covering anything and everything when it comes to professional wrestling, whether it be WWE, whether it be AEW, NWA, XPW, and New Japan Pro Wrestling, GCW, you name it. If it's professional wrestling, don't worry, we got you. So be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. But we are here right now for night 1 of NWA 74, celebrating their 74th anniversary. And we'll absolutely be here tomorrow night for night 2. And I'm still kind of trying to twist some arms here a little bit and everything. And maybe we slide in a little bit of House of Glory there. We got Jacob Fatu, we got Eddie Kingston, we got Jonah, we got Brody King involved, I believe, as well. So absolutely, folks, if there's anything going on in professional wrestling, you want to be here, because we are absolutely here and we're covering it live. You're getting our absolute 100% honest, genuine live reactions, everything that's going on. Oh, and so Angelina Love and Terrence Terrell are, I guess, both eliminated by Max. So I guess I believe Terrence Terrell was also at one point involved in the Beautiful People. So I guess we get a double Beautiful People elimination by Max. So Folks, let me know who you still have. We have Genocide just tapped out, Honey Boo Boo, and who is surprisingly still in this match. So we've got Kylan King, Genocide, Max the Impaler, and I won't lie, I apologize, I'm missing on the fourth woman's name. WWE dropped the ball. They could have had the Hurt Business versus the Bloodline. Yeah, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'll leave it at that. I want Cody to end Roman's reigns, but he needs a trio at least. Genocide. Oh! And so if it's an elimination match, why would you break up the pinfall on an opponent? Or are we down to, is it the Fatal 4-Way wins? Like, I guess I'm still learning the rules here, folks. But just for sheer logic, if it's a Fatal 4-Way still elimination, why would you break up the pinfall? But yeah, Cody, they have to be cautious with how hard and how fast they push Cody. No chance in hell Cody will win the title under Hunter. I wonder if there's going to be any sort of, we have double pinfalls right now. So Kylan King and Genocide have been eliminated. So again, like I said, if this is still elimination, why break up the pinfall? But so we've got Max the Impaler versus, God, why am I forgetting her name? Folks, fact checkers, let me know who I'm missing out here on. But I think it's honestly right now, it's Max Impaler's game here. Oh, that's who it is. 2 count. But that is Natalia Markova. So we're down to Max the Impaler and Natalia Markova are your final 2 to earn a title shot tomorrow night on night 2 of NWA 74. Folks, who do you have? I actually have Cody or Big E returning Rumble, one of them force Roman. Go and talk to KJ about Cody winning the Royal Rumble and everything like that. I don't want to speak anything about with Big E coming back just because I know obviously he's got the whole neck issue still going on. So I don't want to raise standards there that can't be met or that are still up in the air. But I could very much see Cody winning, and if they have split the titles at that point, or if they do it to where you challenge for one or the other, that would be the case. Big Ray, what up, homie? How's the pay-per-view tonight? So far, we're still progressing along. We're still moving along. We're still only at night 1, and we're still only, I want to say,
4
hours in.
Well, almost 2 hours now, Nick.
Right. Well, and it's only night 1, and like that's what I was kind of saying. It's interesting. It very much kind of mimics Mania night 1. Like we have a women's match that main events it. We have matches that set up matches for the next night. And speaking of setting up matches for next night, Max the Impaler,
the lady I meant to pick one.
Yeah, the one who you didn't take. With the clean 1, 2, 3. So she will be challenging for the women's title tomorrow night. And she, of course, comes out with the menagerie of Wish.com wrestlers.
The menagerie of Wish.com wrestlers.
Well, we've got, Crazy Eugene. We've got the Gymp with a limp. And we've got, emo Luke Gallows.
Eugene. Taya, Valkarie, or Camille will go up against Maxie.
Her versus Taya. Her versus Taya. I'm calling it now.
I got Taya too. You know how I feel.
Yeah. She gets more than 2 thumbs up.
I have KJ White winning women's title shot. Right on. Didn't even spell white correctly, Ronnie. Good job.
What?
Wit. Sick of your wit.
I'm sick of your wit.
The Eugene. Big E's injury may be out until 2023 or possibly 24 or possibly forever.
No. We're not saying anything like that. We're not speaking anything
Knock on wood.
In existence. That's the thing. Like I said, I don't want to comment comment on stuff like that, just because that's a scary thing to have happen to you in any sort of situation. So big props to him of still keeping, a stiff upper lip and just being the embodiment of the power of positivity with that whole situation.
Right. Let's hope. The bootleg wrestling figures you get at Big Lots. What's Big Lots?
Big Lots is a store in the U.S. It's kind of like
Walmart? No, smaller.
No, smaller than Walmart, but it's one of those you buy. It's like a small Sam's Club of you somehow manage to buy stuff in bulk, but it's all sucky.
All right.
Hashtag sponsored, not sponsored. Oh, we've got Aron Stevens here. I thought he retired. Right. Yes, absolutely. That's what it's like. It's like Kmart. Did you have Kmart in Canada?
Yes, Kmart.
There we go.
I get it.
But I'm surprised to see Damien Sandow here, Aron Stevens. I thought he had retired. No, it's not Michael maybe. I just went there today.
Right? Good to see you, Big Ray. Sorry I wasn't here when you popped up, so just want to say hello. Thank you for joining us again tonight. I
would rather book Solo to pull Usos. See, that's so I thought this, and I've kind of heard this, and I've speculated this, and I'm sorry I'm talking over Damien Sandow. So what would you feel if when Jimmy returned, he was trying to pull Jay away from Roman? If you had Solo show up and he tries to pull the Usos away from Roman.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep.
That's it. Yep. I got it. No, I like the idea. I mean, if they run with the name Solo, I like the implication that he runs solo. So he comes up, he makes an impact. They're all like, hey, little Oos, we're good to go. And he goes, no. And then starts kind of selling them on why they shouldn't be. And we'll see what happens.
Right.
Bring Sandow back to WWE. Yeah.
Yes, have him replace Ciampa.
Oh, by the way,
he's already playing Tommaso Sandow, so might as well not.
Right.
Might as well just bring him back.
Now
they'd be could you imagine the Miz and Sandow as a tag team right now on Raw? You get the Usos versus Miz and Sandow.
Right. What?
Why?
Yes.
Wrestling called the missing link. Yes, vaguely.
That was the word I was going to use. Wait.
Jax Dan versus Sion coming up next for the National Heavyweight Championship match. I really like Jax Dan. I like the whole look. I like everything involved with it. He reminds me, I guess if we're going to keep going with, the comparisons and everything, he reminds me of the Kingpin from fucking Daredevil and Spider-Man.
Nice. Yeah. So the National Heavyweight Championship is on the line in the next match. I like Sandow. Sandow got his shit over, man. And that's all you want to do. It's unfortunate that he was punished for getting himself over. Simple.
Yeah, well, he had that Zack Ryder treatment of just what you got. Well, even with Rusev Day, you got yourself over without us okaying it. Fuck you. You're fired.
We didn't plan that.
Right, we did. You're not supposed to get over. Roman's supposed to get over, not you.
So now tomorrow there's going to be a tag team match, and Sion needs to find a partner. But tonight he's going one-on-one for the title. So interesting.
Yeah.
Cheers, folks. Happy Saturday, by the way.
Right. Saturday night get right here with NWA.
That's it. And hopefully everyone out there is having a wonderful Saturday night. Like I always say, whatever you got to do to put a smile on your face, I hope you're doing it tonight. Thank you for spending any bit of your weekend, including here on a Saturday, with us. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow. Boom. There goes the dynamite. Yes, we are back tomorrow. We have night 2 of NWA 74. We'll be back on Monday as well. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Big weekend coming up. 3 pay-per-views, 2 days. Lots. We're going to be on. I hope you guys like us because we're going to be on here a lot over the next 7 days. Don't miss out. And as I always say, tell everybody you know. If you see somebody walking down the street with a wrestling t-shirt, tell them about the Wrasslin for Life Network. It is the best place to keep up to date on everything because we cover everything. Jack Spade on the way to the ring. We miss you, Victor. Ronnie misses a lot of people. You're very, he becomes very attached. Aaron Stevens is money. He really is. Big Ray. Completely agree. I loved what he was able to pull off. And I mean, it started out and it just snowballed. And I mean, there was once upon a time where once something like that snowballed and got popular, they just ran with it. They pushed, they pushed it. Now, not the same. Like, you saw what happened with Sandow, and I mean, Nick used the example of Cardona as well. Like, it's almost became a punishment to go outside of what their expectation was. Or once you kind of exceeded what they had pigeonholed you as, they didn't know what to do. Oh, shit, they're cheering for him. What do we do? Well, just give them an angle that makes sense. Let's go. Hashtag we want Mizdow. Well, right now, Ciampa's holding tight on that position. All right, the match might have started. Jack's Dane in the ring, stepping on Scion. He's got his big furry vest on for those who can't see him right now. JV. My date canceled. I've been watching too many talk about wrestling. It feels like a bit of a drop-off, doesn't it, JV? A little bit. I think we're fun and entertaining, but yeah, sorry. I gave you a like, Ronnie. We appreciate it. Anybody that stops by even for a second and gives us some love, we appreciate it. And for the folks that show up all the damn time, we are flattered. All right. Why are you guys ignoring my comments? I tried asking a question. I didn't see your comment, man. We don't ignore any of them. You know better, Alex. Come on now. Will you guys be covering Worlds Collide? Of course we will be. That day is going to be a long-ass day here on the channel. So tune in. Go get your snacks. Go get your drinks. Go get whatever you need. Your blankie, your teddy. I don't care what you need to watch your wrestling with. But go get it. Sit down and tune in because we will be here all day long. We won't stop, folks. And we'll be also here for Clash, All Out. And we know, and we're praying a little bit. Dear Tony Khan, we don't necessarily need a 5-hour show. Don't burn out your audience. And you really have some booking to do if you're going to have a 5-hour show. Because there's a lot of holes in this card right now, folks. Alexander. Oh, yeah, I already clicked on that. Stop complaining. Asked 3 times, but thanks for answering. We're getting there. If we ever miss one of your questions, folks, you know better. Just put it back in there. But I didn't see it. I honestly didn't see it, Alexander. A horn of hair and green mist. What a character missing Link was. Right? I don't even know. First time it's come up ever on a stream. I'll give you that. Can I bring my bootleg GI Jose to watch along? You can do whatever you need to do, JV. See, I'm gonna scroll up to see what else I might have missed. Cole, bootleg wrestlers. Got it. I don't know. We're gonna go. What's this one? Roman Reigns beating The Rock. It's the final boss. Roman is beating Brock. Goldberg. Yeah, but then, you do have to get to that point. And I don't know if Nick answered that one or not, JV. But you do have to get to a point where Roman eventually will give up the title. I mean, he's having a historic title run. If he does hold it to Mania, epic. But then something has to happen. Something's got to give. whether, I mean, we've talked about, could it be Braun Breaker making a real shocking move? Could it be someone like Gable Stevenson? Eventually, it's got to transition. Could Seth win it back and run with the ball for a little bit? Something's got to give. Something's got to happen. Does USA push real hard to get 2 belts again so they can have their own? A lot to be figured out. And right now, we got Sion in control in the laneway. The manager's having a little chit chat, not liking each other's look. Now Scott, the official's being distracted, and we're getting back into the ring, but he's up. Oh, Rodman is in the ring. Wait. Sion clearly has the win from the outside interference, but Sion doesn't take the easy win. We want Enzo. How you doing? We want Enzo. How you doing? We want Enzo. Ronnie, I would be all for Enzo and Cass coming back together or separately. I think give the guy a second chance. But I think he's a headline maker. So the wheels have fallen off in this match if you guys are following along at home, by the way. KJ, man, when you can real look up your missing link, you won't regret it. I vaguely remember him. So I'm gonna have to check it out. I take your word for it. If you guys are covering everything wrestling, give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely, Alexander. We try. It's a lot. There's a lot. And we're probably going to be peeking in at Hog tomorrow. Maybe one eye. We'll let you know. I just don't know if I want to redo all the graphics. KJ, if you can, I got that one. But here's the thing, KJ. Whoever beats him, it's up NXT, up and comer. Will that mean that they are better than the list of guys Roman has beaten? No. I mean, I think that's how championships work in the sense of right time, right place. Right? Like, Roman was the best guy. Roman beat those guys. Whoever beats him didn't necessarily beat those ones, but he was the better man that night. Right? It's like, you think about MMA, that type of fighting where, you watch a champion or a contender go through a list of names, and then on a particular night, somebody stops them. And you're like, holy shit. Doesn't necessarily mean that guy's better than every other guy. I mean, right? You had Matt Serra knock out, GSP, and nobody's thinking that, Matt Serra is better than every guy that GSP ever beat. So it's all time and moment. So, yeah, that's where I'd go with that, JV. This match has been a bit slow, guys. We want Enzo. How you doing? I got that one. Enzo has a gym in North Bergen, New Jersey. Yeah, and he's kind of dabbling in music now. Enzo's a busy guy. What are you guys thinking of NWA so far tonight from Big Nick? Wow, Sion, Death Valley Driver. And gets the 3. New. Wow, we got a new. I don't even know if anybody gave a prediction on this match. I know I wasn't thinking Zion. Wow. Wow. Mayweather comes out, lays out Dane. Zion doesn't take the easy out and easy way out, take the easy victory. Ends up scrapping with all right. Ends up getting in a scrap. Clears the ring. When he gets back in, Dane gets control. Looks like it's a big win for Dane after Sion might have made a mistake by turning down the assistance. Sion turns around, hits a Death Valley driver, and it's over. And we have a new national champion. Wow, nice. I would love Ripped Enzo to get a second chance. Yeah. Hashtag give Enzo a chance. I think if that music hit, if that old music hit, the place would come unglued. I really do think it would be a fucking instant pop. Undeniably. Ronnie says hi to Big Nick. Damien, hi, I'm enjoying NWA 74. It's been a good show so far. It's not blowing my socks off as of yet. It's been not bad. A little bit more chaotic than I anticipated, but not bad. I'm enjoying what we're getting, but yeah, not blowing my doors off. There's nothing here that I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be the match of the night. Like, we'll see. We got lots more to come. We're over 2 hours into the stream so far, folks. Hope you guys are having a wonderful time. And don't forget, like, subscribe, tell everybody you know. And by the way, go to SeatGeek, get $20 off your next purchase at SeatGeek.com. I just slid that in there. We're back on the commentary team. I'm enjoying it. Perfect. HC. I just got an email. NWA yearly subs are no more. Shake my head. Okay. Crazy. Oh, shoot. Up next, Bully Ray, Mike Knox, tables match. So business is about to pick up a little bit, folks. And you let us know out there. Mike Knox, Bully Ray, who takes the W? Hashtag free Dex. Yeah, absolutely. I haven't heard anything of the two guys. Dane from WWE, maybe. Dane was in the WWE at one point. And then what was his name? Hey, fact checkers. I can't even watch NWA. Can't watch it as in I don't tolerate this shit, or can't watch it as in it's unavailable in my current existence. Cynthia, welcome back. New champ. Yes, big Scion. Scion with a surprise win for me. Was anyone else out there who's watching surprised? Scion beats Dane. We have a new champ. Cynthia, are you surprised? I would pop for Enzo music and dance. Ronnie, if you dance, send a clip. Mike Knox in the ring, looking pumped and ready to go. He is an intimidating gentleman. Normal guy, baby. Hey, normal guy. I feel like it's been a minute, sir. Welcome back. Jason's enjoying it as well. Good. All right. Man, I haven't had Pizza Hut in a minute. Don't do that to me while I'm on stream, normal. Here comes Bully. I like Bully Ray. How do you guys feel about Bully Ray? I'm curious about that as well. Do you know who I am? You're Ronnie Hood. Unavailable to you. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, we will do our best to fill you in on all the action. Good call, Ronnie. I got Bully as well. Before the stream, I watched KSI knock out two people in boxing. Okay. I don't know. Is K? I'm not getting into it. Good Brothers back in WWE, yes or no? Ooh, if I had to pick right now, yes. Just because. Screw it. I think Triple H is going to go back to what he was doing prior to being removed from that role in the first place, where he was just collecting wrestlers just so other people can have them. Well, I don't know what we're going to do with you. I don't know where we're going to put you, but we're going to sign you, and I don't know. We'll figure it out. There you go. Little tip from Ronnie. The tables match kicking off. Bully Ray, Mike Knox. Let's get your predictions in the box. Don't be shy. Let us know what you're thinking tonight. And remember, folks, we appreciate you being here. Boom, 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 boom.
Speaking of being here. But yes, absolutely. So, folks, let me know who you are taking in this match because I'm excited for this. We have, like I said before, we have ECW Icon versus WWE ECW Icon. I guess Mike Knox. We have 10:15 versus Bully Ray. Well, if you notice, anytime that Mike Knox would come out, he does this. He literally puts his hands at fucking 10:15.
Right.
We have actually, speaking because I mentioned the menagerie before, we have part of the menagerie from Impact. Wrestling nerds out there versus Bully Ray, the former leader of the Aces and Eights from Impact.
Aces and Eights.
Which I think Knox was a part of. So, see, we've got an Aces and Eights for you.
Come full circle.
Right.
It's a circle of life. What?
Oh, and now we look like GCW with no ring apron because Bully Ray's having to do it to himself. 1, 2, 3, get their table.
I like it. Nice. He should have smacked himself in the chest and sold it. I always like Bully Ray. HC, yeah, I mean, the guy's a Hall of Famer. One of the best. He's got one of the most decorated careers as far as a tag team specialist. But he's able to continue his career. And, I mean, he looks better than he has. He's in great shape now. I would argue better shape than when he was over.
I'm still amazed that this man has not had a WWE run. Honestly. Oh, big crossbody from Knox. But yeah, that's the thing is I think even to have him as like just in your locker room, even though I get he's a bit more of the old school, but just to have that wrestling mind kicking around, I think he's an underutilized talent to whichever company he ends up going to. And I know he's still with NWA, but he does this, that, and the third. And I think him and WWE paired up, like run through a filter like Hunter, I think you're getting gold coming out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. But what was I just looking at? Sorry, I just saw something that caught my attention. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. No, I mean, yeah, absolute legend. Look, Bully Ray for the win. I can't how bad Ric Flair's last match was. I can't believe how bad Ric Flair's last match was. Look, I appreciate it. Well, I didn't expect it. I set my bar real low and stepped over it, and I was happy I did it. And I saw a lot of people shit all over it. Listen, even my boy Soul Man was giving me shit about it. Right? He cut a hard promo on his show about how bad the Ric Flair situation was, and then here I was on the stream. He's like, "Let me see the link," and I sent him the link of me being like, "I don't give a fuck."
Right, but you're the rarity with that of like you expect it to like just you had no expectations going in that versus we all knew, or I guess looked at it of Rick. This is Ric Flair trying to be Ric Flair for one last time. He's going to go a little too out of control.
Sometimes I get off on that kind of nostalgia, right? Like that's the thing. Like sometimes I get off on that kind of nostalgia, right? I mean, you bring back Gordie Howe just so you can say he played in 4 decades, or you see so-and-so get, go up to bat and you're like, man, he doesn't have it anymore, but we're all going to clap and cheer. I just,
you get the nostalgia.
Right? But he's not the first old guy that wouldn't go the fuck home.
And right? Sadly, he probably won't be the last. Right, Steven. WWE just kind of had one of those that just they had to force him into retirement and stepping down. That wouldn't go the fuck home.
Right.
But we right now have Mike Knox with a table set up outside, so I guess he's going to suplex Bully Ray through this, and that should be the end of this match.
JV with Big Cass. I mean, send a huge ripple through wrestling and bring back Enzo and Cass. And give them Carmella.
I'm still.
Oh, wait, you can't do
on
that. Never
Enzo.
mind.
Oh, and we get Bully reverses the suplex on the outside. But yeah, big cast absolutely will. W Morrissey, he fits in perfectly with anything that they're trying to do in WWE, whether it be main roster or even NXT. If we want to
main roster, him. Man, he's a man.
But if you pair him with Enzo, I think you have to have a.
Who's he gonna fight in NXT? Who's he gonna fight?
You have to have. Well, no. If you pair him with Enzo, you have to have a tag team.
Yeah, and put him. I mean, he can venture out on his own, but I think if you brought them back on, like I said, the minute that music hits and you get that little, people freak out.
Right.
Freak out.
Be another sloppy jalop. What is with the your dad finally got an above ground pool in the fucking backyard steps going on at fucking ringside here? I don't get that.
I missed it, bro. I gotta look again.
You got it. They look like fucking. You're walking into like a fucking ball pit. And Knox with a steel chair right across Bully's back. We've got a table set up in the corner. So I'm going Bully Ray. I don't know with you, but
I went Bully.
Knox has been very much in control of this.
Mm-hmm. And then Bully, to his credit, and we talked about this before with Bully on some other shows, he likes putting guys over.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, he does have a good mind for the business. Now, could you see maybe a tag team of like Knox and Archer, say, in AEW?
Oh, that sucks. Knox and Archer would be crazy. But
I think that's a good tag team to have together.
But Knox throwing some really shitty looking chair pokes there for a second. So
I just saw him biting the knuckles and it looked like
I'm sure the Bulls would cream their pants if MJ came back. But now, at this point,
right? Why do we read those things?
I don't know. Sometimes I click before I proofread. Right. I should be.
Nikki, almost a wrestler, Mike got injured last night. Yeah, well, and then we also saw her have that whole backstage, discussion, like in the back scenes behind the promo from Natalya and Sonya, to where her and Doudrop, aka Piper Niven, were very much like, "No, you suck. No, I suck. No, you suck. No, I suck."
They need to break it up or make it matter.
No, they need to be Nikki Cross and Piper Niven instead of Nikki, almost a wrestler, and Doudrop.
You know what they're doing with? Sorry, Nick, but you know what they're doing with Pete Dunne right now, right? Like the whole hauling, holding them back.
Yes, he's getting Nikki and
that should be Nikki and Piper, where she's the big muscle, and Nikki's crazy, and she's always holding Nikki by the collar. Like, no, not now, little one. Like,
well, and even like what we talked about it now, I think you might have predicted them at one point. Oh, big boot into a chair on Bully from Knox. But how you even might have predicted them of them going into, competing for the tag belts at Clash.
It's not a bad idea.
Especially two Scottish women. They kind of feel I kind of feel like they need to be involved in a show going on at Wales. And Bully propped up right now in the corner on the table. Knox going for a cannonball, and he misses.
Even if you get, true to themselves. Oh! Knox is out, but
Knox is all stumbly fumbly. Oh,
but he did it to himself. You can find me in St. Louis.
Hey,
oh, shit.
Yeah, that was a little. I don't like the finish. You had Knox come up and he's all, I've never been here before, and then just gets slammed by Bully right through a table.
Big shout out to our boy CJ, the man, the myth, the legend, in the chat tonight. Obviously one of the pillars of the Wrasslin 4 Live Network. So good to see you, buddy. Hope your Saturday night is wonderful to you. And Nick and I are rolling through. Bully Ray, big win. I picked Bully, so I finally get, it's been a while since I got
I'm even trying to keep a score at this point.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even think we took a prediction last time because we talked through it. Piper versus Nikki is a good option.
And not unless it's a pre-show, but I say pre-show. The women's tag belts, I want to see them be a team together. Oh, we've got Bully breaking up the table, so now he's handing out pieces of the table to people in the crowd. So maybe is this Bully's last match?
I don't know. Maybe it's just commemorative. It's the anniversary.
Yeah, it's bully.
I don't know.
Honestly, if you
We
had
just want everyone's last match, Aldis, we're good.
That Bully Ray's put somebody through, especially say if you had part of the table you put Dixie Carter through, absolutely fucking put that on the wall.
Right. What is that the head of production? KJ McMahon and Nick Pritchard.
Oh, what the?
You're fired.
Right. So is this what I do, my brother love? I love you.
Bully
Look at the little girl holding up the piece of table. It's fucking bigger than her.
WWE's PG, and they hand out pancakes. Wrestling's for everybody, and they hand out tables.
You have little girls holding up pieces of table,
right? Down.
Cool. That's an image for a pro wrestling fan.
Well, listen. I don't know. CJ.
I thought you were head of production there, Mr. Brand.
I guess I'm Mr. McMahon. But then where does CJ fit? Is he done?
Moving on. Last time I compared to people weren't happy.
That's funny as shit. What's up, CJ? We miss you, CJ. Ronnie misses.
Miss you, CJ.
We miss you. Then that makes CJ done. I didn't say it.
Oh,
look at this. I like it. CJ Levesque.
CJ Levesque. Yeah,
I knew he had a bit of French in him. Yo, I think you got it right. I think you got it right, bro. No, I think
you're close.
It's close. And I'm no.
Well, we've got Papa Morton getting interviewed right now. So, folks, what are you thinking so far of NWA 74 night one? Is it like WrestleMania when they do their night one of the night one tends to overshadow night two?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I'm hoping for a better night two.
Fumbly out of the gate here.
Popcorn, Ricky Morton.
Ricky Morton looking like he's on his way to a Poison concert right now.
My head went to pour some sugar.
Right. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, this man has not gotten out of the 80s, folks. Fucking Garth from Wayne's World is here.
Garth from Wayne's World all grown up.
Right. Garth's dad is here.
I don't know who he just gave shit to at all. But
I don't know why Velvet Sky. I know she's not that short, but she looks like she's a solid foot shorter than everybody on that commentary table.
I don't know.
NWA World Tag Team Championship match coming up next between Hawx Aron and La Rebellion.
Oh, Hawx Aron steps in for the Commonwealth Connection had to relinquish their titles. They couldn't be here tonight. I don't know what the story is, if it's injury or what.
They took a phone call from Papa Paul, so they couldn't be here tonight.
Oh, maybe. However, La Rebellion. I'm a big fan.
Lives on.
I was low key kind of cheering for them to kind of surprise everybody and win the Crockett Cup.
I still, if we had the original match, I still would have gone with Commonwealth Connection. I still think, and that's why, like I jokingly say, that I think they answered a phone call from Papa Paul because they're signed, sealed, and delivered fit for WWE, especially if we're going to get into NXT Europe in the next year or two.
I don't have a good feeling
between NXT UK. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think these I don't even know what to describe them as, but I don't think they're winning. This guy is doing neck bridges, by the way.
Oh, okay. So I know who you're talking about because I've got
Legend in the middle
coming out right now. So they are accompanied by Halloween 666.
Legend.
Oh, absolutely, especially when it comes to luchador wrestling and everything. But so we have Bestia 666 and Mecha Wolf 450 coming out right now. So who are you taking in this match?
La Rebellion. I don't know why. I think because I maybe just heard it too much growing up, said it this way. But I know they're not French. But
right. Oh, I was saying it too. I was going into like La Resistance lives on.
La Resistance. La Rebellion.
Yeah. Somehow 2 luchadors have joined La Resistance.
Right. Someone just tuning in for the first time are like, what?
It's like, these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
These two are lost. Oh, wait.
Oh, so we've got Doug Williams. So again, see, Baby Bulldog might have picked up that phone call from Papa Paul and said, yeah, I can miss that taping. Fuck it. You're going to pay me how much? I'll take that fucking hit on that paycheck.
Where do you slot somebody like him in? Let's say if we're just taking a moment to kind of
NXT World Champion.
He goes after
if we're going to talk about big returns and big splashes and everything, you get Braun Breaker versus Tyler Bate at Worlds Collide. And what way do you fucking end it? You end it with, say, either one wins and Davey Boy comes out and just
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, Nick. I like that kind of concept. I really do.
Unless you want to go off the walls a little bit, you put him with Cross and you have him take out Drew.
Whoa, dude, get out of my head. I was gonna say, I mean, even for him to come out and everyone kind of pops and they're like, hey, this guy's finally here, and it was Kerry who put him on the clock. That'd be interesting to me.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be interesting because I think next week we're getting Cross's in-ring debut, so it's gonna be interesting to see. But so he comes out and just gives up the belts. So I guess they've absolutely vacated them. So Doug Williams gives up the belt. So like I said,
Doug Williams.
Hey, Hunter.
Sorry, Williams looks pissed. I wonder if he's like, fuck, man, I just lost my partner. Now, is it my imagination?
He's one of those fucking Hunter never called me for shit.
Right. Now, is it my imagination?
I can go be there and be an agent.
Do we only have one tag title present to give out here right now?
I think we have a belt. We don't have both.
A belt.
We have a belt, which is interesting. Again, like I've said, and you can all correct me and all laugh in my face and everything when I'm wrong, but I think Papa Paul picked up the phone and said, hey, Baby Bulldog,
listen,
you want to come over here and play with the big boys?
I'll give you full marks if it happens, bro.
Right.
Hey, man, have you heard about this big British show we're doing? And
right. Hey, you know we're going to be in, like, Wales, like, not too long from now, and where your dad had a huge splash at SummerSlam when we did in Wembley Stadium. Could you imagine if you popped up around then, too? Imagine even if he gets involved in Sheamus versus Gunther, Walter.
Right.
The pop.
And you know what? If you're worried about him being green, and actually you put him behind a Gunther, it's not a terrible look.
Do you put him with Sheamus? Do you put him and Sheamus as a tag team? You do the Bar 2.0-ish.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Interesting.
But either way, he's a guy that you can use amongst that top tier right there instantly out of the gate.
Yeah, Nick, he checks off a lot of boxes for sure as far as what you're looking for.
And you have him debut, quote unquote, return there. The pop, especially comparing it to his father, everything, the pop would be on fucking real.
Yeah. Nick, you remember this match where the audience was holding up the items. I mean, it became commonplace in ECW, but it was a New Jack match, I think. Do you remember?
Oh, well, that happened in a lot of ECW matches to where you'd have people holding up. I think at one point someone held up their own prosthetic leg for someone to use.
Right. JV, the shoe might fit on this one, bro. Nick, JV thinks he's the Russo of the group.
Oh, if you want that title, ain't nobody gonna fight you for that. Trust me.
Based on some of the crazy ideas, it's not terrible.
Yeah, your fucking little ayahuasca dream there too. Fucking chat.
Whoa, big slam.
So, folks, who do you have for this?
Rebellion or Hawx?
La Resistance.
La Resistance or
I don't know how we made them the Quebecers all of a sudden, but yeah.
Right.
That's the thing that's happened.
JV.
I like how now everyone's like, oh, I gotta claim my spot.
I like it. Let us know in the chat right now. If you're watching, if you're tuning in live, let us know in the chat what wrestling executive are you? Not wrestler.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go with that.
Yeah, I want to see. Okay. We got Bischoffs. Apparently I'm McMahon, so I'll take it. I mean, sure, it's a lot of money, a lot of other stuff.
I'll step aside. I withdraw.
I mean, you've been called Bruce, which I mean, isn't that
I've
favorable?
been called Bruce. I've tried to give myself Heyman. So
you're trying to give myself Heyman. I mean, he's on the writing team. That's good. I mean, true.
Big roll over 2 count.
Chessman is another AAA Legion.
What?
What? Lobbion wins. All right.
Again. What?
What? I forgot which match it was. Oh no, we got that one.
Yeah, we got that. Gunta. Yes, Gunta. I don't know how that made him somehow sound Australian.
Right. Right now, the Rebellion's in control. This is a tag team I'd love to see fight more the notable tag teams in wrestling industry. I think a niche pocket know who they are, but they're talented.
Well, and that's the thing is I think right now you have a very front-loaded across pro wrestling. You have a very front-loaded tag division of you have like the Briscoes, you have FTR, you have the Usos. If you want to throw them in, you have the Young Bucks. You have the Lucha Bros. You have a very front-loaded, but you don't have a lot of depth beyond that. You don't have quote-unquote up-and-comer tag teams that are like, you don't have guys that are the Briscoes of 5 years ago to where you're like, you got to fucking watch these guys.
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. But match has been all right. A good pace to it. Jacko, what is up? Thank you for being here tonight. Welcome back. We got a hockey fight going on. Oh, we got another Heyman claim. What?
You can have that. That ain't even what I'm at.
Yeah.
Like I said, I abstained. Who wins, Pope versus Rodney Mack? I thought that was supposed to be a pre-show match. Did we miss that, or is that still going to happen? I don't know how much we still really have on the card. Let me double check and just refresh. But so far, I don't know if we've technically had that match. But I'm going to go with Rodney Mack just because Pope at times he's a little too unique and all of that, and it's just. For anyone that's a fan of Teddy Long, you have to be a fan of Rodney Mack because that's where you remember Teddy Long.
What?
His theme song there. Rodney Mack.
Right. I have Heyman's look, but with more hair. There you go. John Cena is Batista family. Oh.
What?
I enjoy AAA.
Context. We need context. I enjoy AAA and ZCM. You mean CMLL? Right. Well, but you can also have those two promotions to thank for why we didn't get Andrade at Forbidden Door. Those companies are still a little behind closed doors dealings with. It's a little interesting with them.
There we go. We got it back. Big Nick does an awesome Stone Cold Austin. He does.
I see you, little Millie Mouth son of a bitch.
Right. What?
Stone Cold Star.
Nick's got a few in his pocket. He's sneaky.
Oh, yeah. Jack of all trades, master of none.
Right? All right, Damien 666 getting involved. The Rebellion still in control.
That's what I was going. Why have we not updated? Huh?
What?
But so, have you watched much of AAA or CMLL before?
Me,
I
yeah.
know I kind of throw you off when I mention like Los Ingobernables and stuff like that, but I
No,
didn't know
not
you
at all. I'm a big fan of AAA more than CMLL.
You're like Vampiro. You just need your music.
Yeah, right. I'm a kind of a peripheral fan as far as CML goes. We cover more AAA events. Like we did the last couple AAA events. I like it. I find some of the nights get kind of long, and there's a lot going on, and it's
it's a lot of organized chaos at times and everything.
Yeah,
even part of it is that like AAA very much tries to put itself more out there to kind of the general pro wrestling audience. CMLL you have to kind of go look for, but AAA is kind of off the rails at times.
Do you enjoy GCW more or NWA, Nick and KJ?
Different strokes for different folks. GCW, I don't know about you, but GCW absolutely scratches a certain itch for me at times.
Yeah.
But you have stuff like that's the thing is we've had stuff like you have the stuff between Alex Colon and Yamashita, like we had at GCW Homecoming, and you have matches even like the Fatal 4-Way that we had at the end of NWA Always Ready. And they're both fantastic matches. It's all just on what you're feeling at that moment in time.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I absolutely agree with what your assessment is there. But yeah, I think I treat my wrestling like I treat my music, right? Sometimes it's a laid back groove day. Sometimes it's a heavy, punch you in the face type day. And everything else in between. It depends on the vibe, the mood, and they both scratch a different place, like you said, a different itch. NWA, great wrestling. Overall, I think they put out better pay-per-views consistently than GCW, but there are good aspects of GCW that I have liked. And I mean, even as far as the Cardona angle involving GCW, as it progressed and evolved, we've seen some good stuff.
If you want a straight up honest answer from me right now, I honestly would say GCW, but that's more of my personal opinion on it. I think NWA absolutely has stuff that, on any given night, I'm up for watching that more than at times even stuff you'd see on WWE AEW, just because it plays to that missing lane that's going on right now in professional wrestling.
Right. Trent, good to see you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the chat. Thank you. Fact checking us on that.
Right.
It was a pre-show match, and Rodney did pick up the win.
Yeah, I was trying to find Wikipedia would not refresh properly for me, and I didn't know where to find the pre-show.
No. Valkarie got to win the title tonight. She doesn't got to, but I think she's gonna.
Yeah, that's the insane part is we've still got that to look forward to tonight.
If we get to call two guys, my second guy is the living legend. You don't get why you get to call two guys.
Why are we all just calling people now?
Yo, Larry Zbyszko, and I think he spelled it correctly, so good on you. How long before Hunter buys Impact? That would be the move. That would be the move.
I think that's the next bidding wars between him and Tony.
Right? You turn Impact into the new, you turn that into your new NXT. You move NXT into that kind of setting.
Tony would do that. Tony would do that before Hunter.
No, I think Triple H
that Ring of Honor. He makes that Ring of Honor.
No, but that's where I think Triple H buys Impact, leaves as an Impact, give it better production, give it better marketing, and let it shit all over Ring of Honor.
He just says, "Here, I'll fund you to beat my competition."
No, but he buys it. He takes it over. Thank you. This is ours now. Here's your big ass check to go sit on a fucking island.
666 breaking up the pinfall, but I think that honestly Tony's going to be the one that's more apt to buy it because he has much more dealings with it. I think Hunter may pick the bones clean of that, like we've already seen. Well, are the Motor City Machine Guns signed to AEW? Or are they still Impact?
I don't believe
heard the talks about Mickie's got some big news for her career. Nick Aldis came out tonight and was very much, talking about leaving and kind of shooty. So maybe we get, Mickie and Nick going to WWE. We get Motor City going to AEW. Like, I think Impact may not exactly get bought up. I think it might just get its bones kind of picked clean there, to where this person gets signed from there, that person gets signed from there. And La Rebellion picks up the 1, 2, 3. So we have new NWA tag team champions, although I think we were guaranteed new champions in this match, with Commonwealth having to vacate the titles. But folks, let me know what you think of this so far. Oh, and Halloween 666 with the miss there. But so far NWA has been interesting. Again, this is still night one. This is a whole 2-night event, and we've got the main event coming up here with Taya Valkarie versus Camille. I'm trying to see if there's any other matches that we may have missed so far that haven't happened. Yeah, I think that might be the next match tonight is Camille versus Taya Valkarie. But so what are you guys thinking so far of NWA 74 night one? Now we've got Doug Williams shaking everybody's hand, or trying to. It's Doug Williams very much I think it's KJ even said he looks like a guy he got put in a rough spot of. I'm gonna be honest. I think Davey Boy's going to WWE, and because of that, they had to vacate the titles. And so Doug didn't want to, because they couldn't come up with a partner or anything that would make sense. So now he's just gonna kind of eat it. Invisible Stan versus Invisible Man. Yes. Well, that is the thing at times with GCW. It very much relies at times on your suspension of disbelief, but that happens at times in any sort of professional wrestling. Not to that extreme, but close to it. Well, didn't WWE on the low key already buy half of TNA to the point even Jeff Jarrett came along? Yeah, well then Jeff Jarrett's already since left, and he might even start his own wrestling promotion with, of course, the fucking collector of podcasts with professional wrestlers, Conrad Thompson. So I think it's like All Southern Wrestling is something. I think that's the name for it. So we might get another Jeff Jarrett run promotion happening here coming not too soon. Is Davey Richards defending his title tonight or tomorrow night on night 2? I believe that is night 2. I will double check for you. Yes, that is night 2. He defends that against Silas Mason. He defends the MLW National Openweight Championship. And it's interesting that NWA is kind of working hand in hand with NWA. And now I guess are we getting a contract signing for a match that's happening tomorrow night? But we have Tyrus right now coming out to the ring. And so, folks, let me even know who you have for tomorrow night for Tyrus versus Trevor Murdoch, the match that was supposed to be Trevor Murdoch versus Nick Aldis. I'm honestly, the more I think about it, the more I see him, I'm becoming more and more of a Tyrus fan as the days go by, and I don't want to admit it. It's interesting to see the man that was formerly Brodus Clay with the Funkadactyls has now completely reinvented himself on the independent scene and kind of made himself this very intimidating giant, when in WWE he was Funk is on a roll, all of that. So it's surprising to see the transformation, but I don't know if he reaches that apex of the mountain there. Valkarie and Johnny Wrestling come out to celebrate with his what? You could see that, but I'm interested to see if Johnny Mundo, Johnny Nitro, Johnny All Elite, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Wrestling Cardona, but if John Morrison, like where he quote unquote ends up, I think those two are very much locked into AAA, and I think that they fit that style. They blend in perfectly there, and I know Morrison's a big fan of working in that company, so I think that might be where they go. And And Rodney saying Tyrus wins. So, yes, folks, it looks like we're getting at least a standoff, if not a contract signing, for the World Championship match happening tomorrow night, which we will be here live covering. If you don't know already, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We are covering anything and everything when it comes to professional wrestling. We are here anytime anything is popping off in the pro wrestling world, whether it be WWE, AEW, NWA, GCW, XPO. I feel like I should do my own What Chance in between that. But we are covering anything and everything. And right now, we are covering NWA 74 Night 1, and we are getting a preview for Night 2, which we will be here covering with a standoff between Trevor Murdoch, the NWA World Champion, and Tyrus. So, I know we had already one person picking Tyrus, but I know there's a lot of people kicking around out there right now. Who do you have going in for that match tomorrow night? What are you thinking right now so far of NWA 74-year anniversary of NWA as a wrestling promotion? They are tied into anything and everything in professional wrestling, from Ric Flair to Hulk Hogan to Impact to ECW to you name it. And again, Damien with Tyrus for the win. Steve, what do you guys think, though, too, that it was supposed to be Murdoch versus Aldis, and then now, because of the potential, whether it be legitimate or kayfabe, the heat between Aldis and Corgan, that now we're getting Tyrus versus Murdoch? I think it's going to be interesting. We're getting two absolute heavyweights going at each other. And we're getting Corgan right now, William Patrick Corgan. That's how he's being presented on screen, very much, master of ceremonies with this whole situation. But yeah, Tyrus just looks honestly like he's built to have that. And it's surprising, like I said before, to say that someone that went from being part of the Funkadactyls, the leader of the Funkadactyls, coming out there, Funkasaurus, is now a published author, a world title contender. Honestly, probably could be, after tomorrow night, a world champion in one of the most historic wrestling promotions going. It's very interesting to see still at times the people who slide through the cracks in WWE and so on that manage to still have a spectacular career outside of that. But so, folks, it looks like we are still just have Camille versus Taya Valkarie left. So let me know what you are thinking, what you are feeling, who you have for that match. And obviously, whoever wins this match has to defend it tomorrow night as well. So I'm taking Taya. I know KJ's absolutely taking Taya because, Canadian pride. Speaking of the devil, and he shall appear.
Boom. Yes, Taya all the way. Billy always.
So who are you taking? Are you taking Murdoch, or are you taking Tyrus?
It's Tyrus's time.
See, I'm kind of there with you. I've been saying it. It's still weird to me to think that someone that was, Funk is on a roll, all that is now going to be world champ in one of the most. Is going to hold the same belt that Ric Flair held.
All this cost Murdoch. Oh,
interesting.
Saw him on CNN. Who?
Sound like the New Day.
Brody King or Jacob Fatu tomorrow on House of Glory, Nick?
Oh, fuck me. Jacob Fatu. Because he can actually still present that belt around wherever he goes. And I'm still, like I said, I'm still halfway twisted, halfway working. We might still have that on the map tomorrow night. So we might be giving you double coverage Even if it looks like we're only doing one, we might be sneaking in the back door of the second one.
That's pause.
Pause.
Speaking of that,
you saw Tyrus on Fox News. Yeah. Well, like I said, he is now a published author and everything like that. Like he's very, I'm not going to get into sort of political beliefs or anything like that because we're going to keep it wrestling. But no, I think he has a look. He fits. He carries himself much better than he did before in WWE.
He carries himself like a monster.
He's got his legs underneath him.
Yeah. No, he knows exactly who he is. He could actually, hypothetically, return to the WWE, and I think he might be past that, but he's got notoriety now.
If he returns to the WWE, they'll fucking do something like put him as like the leader of Hit Row 2.0.
I actually fucking thought that before you said it. When you were talking.
Great minds.
When you said his look, I was like, he could be the leader of Hit Row. But I mean, under Vince's regime, he moves over there and they ruin him. But you leave him just like this if you're Triple H.
But that's the thing is everybody wants to move everybody over and thinks that they're going to challenge Roman. That's not going to happen. That's the same thing that happens with all these big signings in AEW. Somebody's you got to have a Swerve and a Glory type of tag team. You got to have these guys that should be big main event single stars that slide into a tag team role, slide into a mid card role. Because it's the nature of the beast of not everyone can be the top guy all at the same time, and that's what everyone is.
But I mean, I think Tyrus versus Gunther would be fun. But what if someone from Fox is talking to Triple H or one of the execs and says, this Tyrus guy, he's really good. He already works for Fox.
I mean, he would fit politically with the McMahon, so just saying. Yeah. Tyrus on Fox News seems more fitting than CNN. But what do you think of Murdoch? I like him. I like that he got that surprise win when we watched him win the world title.
I didn't like it.
But out of who that they had there, you didn't like that?
No, I wanted
you wanted Aldis.
I wanted Aldis to take it.
Yeah.
I'm a big Aldis fan, man. I really all for him showing up on
now
WWE.
Imagine. Hey, we've already had Aldis talking about leaving. Now we've got Baby Bulldog who can't show tonight because he, something happened. What if we get Nick Aldis and Baby Bulldog both together in WWE?
No, I mean, it's possible, dude. It really is. Like, there's a potential there, and Aldis can carry, Davey's not the best promo. And Aldis can really carry that. And Aldis is a phenomenal promo.
Right.
Billy Corgan really doesn't work great as an authority guy. He looks very meek.
Him and Tony Khan are going out head to head for who's the creepiest fucking owner of a company.
Who's the most,
Who's the most awkward?
Right. However, you do realize
the owner of a company right now, Tony Khan or Billy Corgan.
Billy Corgan's doing a photo op.
Despite all his rage, Corgan still feels like a rat in a cage.
He's trying to get you mad that
he's trying to get these guys to fucking square up like Dana White. Like, what you guys are going to do this?
Dana White doesn't pose when he's at a weigh-in. What the fuck is this?
No, he's trying to get them to square up, and they're like literally about to.
This is two big boys slapping meat, buddy.
Oh yeah, this is two big beefy boys slapping meat right now. And Tyrus,
I appreciate the unconventional look of Murdoch and the old school. Like, he's old school as it gets, right? The beer belly, the big slugger. I appreciate him.
Yeah, that man's had a few hot dogs and a few brewskis on the way to the fucking ring. He reminds me of the Beer City Brawler, the Beer City Bruiser from Ring of Honor.
And Tyrus, hasn't turned down too many meals himself. So,
yeah.
Christian Men of America wants to. Max and the Impaler interferes, and the three-way match for the title tomorrow.
That'd be interesting, but
it's not bad.
I'm still here for Taya versus Max tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I mean, Max has been on a little bit of an indie heater herself right now, and she's really gained momentum as far as her fanfare goes and her notoriety. So
I feel like we've seen her versus Camille before, though.
Her versus Taya, I'm down, man. Let's go.
Right.
I think that's
the thing is you have the baby face overcome.
You got a solid baby face.
You have her work under.
Yeah. Oh, you let her work under just about 80% of that match. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Well, especially the way Max fucking dominated this match tonight.
Yes.
Brad versus Malachi Black versus Bandito versus the Loki. Trust me, I already been sold on this card. You don't need to keep selling me on this. I've already just been like, yes, please.
Come on, guys. No, we'll pay attention. We'll bring it up. Okay. We'll do what we can.
I got you. I'll put it this way. I got you.
Yo, NWA Hard Times New Orleans, November 12th. And guess where we'll be?
Absolutely. And I like the imagery. I like the kind of the
I like it a lot.
Mask and everything with like the carousel. It's very
I want that picture right there. That'll be our background.
Right.
No, it's got a good look. So November 12th, the next show from NWA should be fun.
And we're getting Camille versus Taya Valkarie coming up right now, folks. We're getting the main event. We're getting the woman who I feel I want to see in a dream match of her versus Jade, Camille, taking on the queen of the Indies. I'll put it this way. The golden jewel when it comes to women's professional wrestling outside of the major two, Taya Valkarie. How she slipped through their radars and slipped through their fingertips, I'll never know. But even still, like that image of, we covered XPW not too long ago, but that image where she's sitting there, she's got blood smeared on her face, and holding multiple championships. She's just so intimidating, so impressive.
Big fan. Big fan of Taya. I got no choice but to be a fan. She's excellent. She looks like $1 million. She wrestles amazing. She's athletic. She's strong. She's tough. She digs in. I can go all night about Taya Valkarie. Huge fan. Even as Frankie Monet, she was a solid candidate to be on the main roster. She's a woman. Like, she's not just a young lady, like we do see some of the competitors in NXT. She legitimately should be NXT champ if she was there or when she was there. And there's no reason why you can't see her in main event matches on the main roster. I'd be totally down to watch her and Charlotte, her and Becky. You got options there with Taya. She's strong. She's powerful. Like I said, she looks like $1 million. All right, here comes the champion. Let us know in the chat. Thank you for being here tonight on a Saturday night, by the way, guys. We've watched our subs jump significantly this evening and today. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow for night 2 of NWA 74. We're back for 3 hours of Raw, NXT 2.0 this week, Dynamite on Wednesday, Thursday's the podcast, possibly, or something else. We might have some tricks up our sleeve. We'll let you know. Friday doubleheader. Saturday, we are getting more wrestling. Sunday, we are getting more wrestling. All weekend long, we get All Out. We get Worlds Collide. We get Clash at the Castle. We're going to be here a lot. We might have some special guests. We might have some surprises. You never know who's going to turn up. Let everybody you know. Do not miss out next weekend. Do not be the ones that did not watch our stream. We are ready. We cannot wait to get through all this amazing wrestling this week. Go home show after go home show. Every company both companies trying to get some press, get some buzz, get some news. Jesus Christ. Sorry, dude. What are we going to, what is the All Out card going to look like? There is a lot missing. There's not a whole lot of meat on that plate yet for All Out. What is Clash of the Castles rounding out? What is going to be the go home moments? We'll find out. We know SmackDown's taped. I know spoilers are out there. Do not share them with us. They'll get you blocked. Nick wants to know how everyone's doing tonight. I love it. Japanese Legend versus Eddie Kingston. Who wins? KJ, Nick, tomorrow night on House of Glory. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Who wins? We're not talking about it. Right now, both the ladies are being introduced. Let us know. I haven't seen any predictions in the chat yet. Camille, Taya, Valkarie, who takes the belt home? Who fights Max the Impaler tomorrow? Camille looking phenomenal as well. A very intimidating lady. But Taya Valkyrie's not a small girl. This is amazing. The NWA Women's World Title is on the line in the main event. You know, you look back through the history of the NWA, and as much as there was a lot of strong female wrestlers, there wasn't a lot of big nights that were main evented by the women. So kudos to these ladies, and I can't wait for this match. It's been a good night. Tomorrow's going to be even better, so don't forget to be here. Eddie wins. Eddie Kingston versus the world. Ding, ding, ding. Absolutely, Big Nick. You're going to get my vote on Eddie 90% of the time. Shake hands. Very professional. The ref reading the rules, sending the ladies back to their corners, and we are off. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I still don't see any predictions, folks. Come on, Damien. Come on, Christian Men of America, Sonny, Ronnie. Someone's got a prediction out there. Where's Jason? Boom, boom, boom. The ladies lock up. Battle of power. Two strong women. Digging in. All right. Still no predictions. Why are we quiet? Let's go. Oh, that one I can. Sorry, I skipped this one, Damien. Flip, Gordon, or Nick? Now I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Flip on that one. We'll see. Valkarie and who? I have to Google all these names. It's Valkarie versus Camille. One name. Dun, dun, dun. Now, do keep in mind, Taya Valkarie is definitely on a heater. Like, I mean, she's been collecting belts herself, and she's had some amazing matches. Like Nick said, we've had some gory visuals from XPW with Taya Valkarie. I keep repeating and bringing up, WrestleMania weekend, she does a kitchen sink match with her husband, and it was hardcore. He was breaking shit over her head. She was breaking shit over his head. They didn't hold back, and she picked up a big W over Johnny Housewife. I win versus Flip Gordon. It's game over. No flips today. No flips, just fists. All right, both ladies in pretty much of a stalemate. But Taya hits a huge smack to the chest. Woo! Everyone falling asleep on us late on a Saturday night. Wow, just wrenching back. Taya Valkarie gets the submission on. Camille reaching for the ropes with her toes. Bum, bum, bum. Big elbow. The battle continues. There we go. Someone gave me a Camille. I like it. The champion retains. It could go either way. My money's on Taya just because it's Taya. Wow, exchanging back elbows and forearms as each woman tries to get a little bit of momentum. Neither woman will allow it to happen. Literally been a pretty even stalemate. Camille slides out with the trip. Wow. Nice move. Nice move. Camille switching it up to get control. Boom, 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 boom. Camille. Who else? Where's Damien? What's your prediction? You got questions for us? I got questions for you, sir. What is your prediction? Will YouTube have these to watch after they are over? I do believe they will be findable on YouTube at some point. Often NWA content ends up on YouTube. So yeah, check it out. It's worth the watch. Now, again, to me, this night hasn't exactly blown my socks off. Some decent matches, nothing we're going to be talking about, a couple weeks from now, unfortunately. Not a bad night. Very subdued night. We'll see what happens going into tomorrow. Absolutely. Anytime, buddy. Is it Lanny? Remind me. I feel so bad right now. I think what's up, buddy? Damien, I'm like the main event. I'm like the main event so far. I'm a fan of both ladies. Good job, Damien. Yeah, it's hard not to be. And listen, when Camille first came on the scene, she took a minute to kind of find a groove, and she was very robotic. Her promo game's coming along. It's not great, but her in-ring work was very stiff. She's come a long way, changed up some of her moves, added moves to her moveset. It has become more, I feel, just more comfortable, more swift. And now she's on a roll. And she's been a good champion. And like I said, the last few matches I've caught Camille defend this title, it hasn't just been the big power. Oh, the slide out suplex. I love that move. Taya Valkarie hits the move. She's in control. And she slides Camille outside into the guardrail. Taya Valkarie for the win. Damien, nice. There's a dozen or more former WWE wrestlers. Makes me want to watch when I can. Yeah, actually, there really is. And a lot of wrestlers, and because they're not locked into just performing here, a lot of quality wrestlers come in and out of NWA, and Billy's done good putting on good shows. He's done good doing good shows. But yeah, check it out. Definitely check it out. It's quality wrestling. If you like throwback, this is the place to do it. You like that old studio wrestling. That's very much what Power is like on Fridays. Check it out. Absolutely. People want to compare us and the current wrestler. People want to compare us and current wrestlers. Camille is this generation's China. She started off as Aldis heavy, and now she's a main event. Now she's main eventing. Nick, that's a really solid comparable, buddy. Ding. Survey says we're good to go. Yeah, that's a good one by our buddy Nick. Full mount. Oh, big kick out by Kamille. And the ladies are putting on a show.
I was gonna say, speaking of good to go. But yeah, that's how I feel. I know everybody wants to do so and so's like so and so. And Kamille to me is very much, she's at that kind of China level. She's a good powerhouse. She's not gonna blow you away on the mic. She's not gonna blow you away with a character or anything like that. But I've never been more jealous of Kamille than I have right now. Taya with the booty slide in the corner and then the Meteora in the corner. Taya's just in control of this match.
Taya Valkarie all over Kamille.
Now, do you think that there's any part that goes into this whole thing that Vince was very much of, he wanted wrestlers of a certain age group or of a certain age bracket to look a certain way and everything?
Yes,
he didn't
absolutely.
Want. That's why you saw guys like LA Knight get buried. That's why you saw guys like
Taya Valkarie. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that theory, Nick, and it's not wrong. I mean, you even look at, we joked about it, right? Like I couldn't cheer for Ciampa because he dyed his beard. We all knew what it looked like last week. What are you doing? We know it's not. And the fact that every male wrestler had chestnut brown hair.
Everybody's got, beard. Just for men.
Everyone's got the same color. Like, fuck, you guys can't budget.
Right, yeah. Vince just had a backload of that Just for Men that he used to kind of keep his shit going. So it's like, you all can use it. You get a Just for Men, and you get it.
You put the fucking wrestlers on a fucking conveyor belt, and as they go by, they get splashed with shit.
Yeah,
right. There's like the spray tan section,
oil.
Which is better than AEW, where they let the fucking wrestlers spray tan themselves. And it's generally a blotchy shit show.
Yeah, a little bit.
I find it so distracting. MJF give an amazing promo, and his knuckles look like orange Kool-Aid.
That's what you pay attention to.
Like, dude, it's so distracting.
I'm still waiting for that man to come back.
The guy looked like he got physical with an orange. Hey, Hagen, what's up? How you doing?
What up?
What up? China rarely wrestled women. She body slammed Taker. Okay.
Facts.
Yeah, no, we're definitely.
That's why when she had that whole split and everything, to where she was Intercontinental Champion with Chris Jericho, and they had like that conjoined belt and everything to where it broke halfway, that. But I'm just saying, if we're gonna look for comparables, to me, Camille's had that same career trajectory of, she started off as Aldis's kind of heavy, his bodyguard, everything like China did with Hunter.
The same type of transition.
Now she's main eventing night one of their pay-per-view, defending the women's championship.
So Taya kicks out at 2 after the power slam. We're rolling along, guys. And don't forget, light up the chat. It's late. Keep us awake. Oh. Get some agreements.
Straight facts. Backbreaker. The Lex Express is riding through. Oh, that was sloppy. 2 count after the sit-out powerbomb.
Oh, into a blue thunder bomb.
Sit-out powerbomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice swing out.
1 half dozen the other.
Yeah. Tomato. I definitely think this match is heading that way. I'm enjoying this match a lot, and the professional reasons.
Like you were saying earlier when I was on my little pause there and everything, it's interesting how this. I compared this initially to like Mania, to where they had the night 1 and night 2. It's interesting how this one, rather than night 1 stole the show when it came to Mania, and night 2 had to kind of try come back from that. I feel like night 2 has not a lot of stiff competition to try and outdo this show. This show has been very, very by the books. It's been a good show overall. Good pay-per-view was a different statement.
I would describe this show as flat. not that it was the flat line was a low flat line, but it was just a very flat show. There wasn't a lot of emotional spike to the show.
Right. And
oh shit.
Big face drop onto the ring apron on Kamille from Taya.
Well, and keep in mind, Kamille hits the spear and Taya rolls out, and Camille's kind of beside herself. And like you said, she just gets dropped on the apron as momentum swings back to the Mad Lady.
Yeah, thicker than a Snickers, Taya Valkarie. But yeah, this
local for a reason,
tonight has very much been, it's building you up for night 2 versus WWE's like whenever they do 2-night events, it builds you. You look past night 2 because night 1 blows you out of the water out of the gate. They front load everything. This says give you optimism. We had a big spot to where we talked about the main event for night 2 before we had the main event tonight. This is very much. This would be a good takeover before a WWE pay-per-view.
Taya's got a bit of a nick, so we got a little bit of juice tonight in the main event.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of it on like the corner of her head. You get a little bit on the little fuzzy boots she's wearing.
These women are putting on a show, though, Nick.
Oh,
I'm loving this.
This is stiffer than a $2 bill.
Oh, Taya Valkarie cut off at the pass.
Oh, I'm at a superplex.
Uh-huh.
And even Taya's selling like she literally looked like she got turned out on not the greatest superplex there. 1, 2 count.
I have to watch a match of Kamille on the other tab, still listening to you guys.
Hey, there we go.
There you go.
That's how you should always be taking in your wrestling. You can keep, you can watch the show and just have us going on in the background.
Wow. Nick, Taya Valkarie kicks out again, and the crowd's giving some appreciation. Smack. Big forearm.
Taya going for the
power.
Canadian Destroyer on Canada's favorite hero. I was about to say.
Oh, she matched up.
2 count.
Not my fave.
I thought she was going for a powerbomb, but she turns around and gets Destroyer.
Yes. There's still life.
Yeah, well, this is just going. I'm glad that they're giving this time.
Come on, folks. Get in this chat. Let's talk about it.
Bow and arrow choke. Oh, Kamille's crawling. Gets the ropes.
Whoa. Yeah, you already got the rope grab. There we go.
Who do you guys have in this match? I know me and KJ have both kind of very much gone with Taya, but this could go. That's the thing when it comes to outside promotions outside of the big 2 is they can kind of still go either way. 2 count.
Kamille just takes a knee in the mouth.
V-trigger.
Another 2. Wow, dude. What a match. What a match.
Match of the night so far. I think this match, though, is hurt because the whole rest of the card tonight has, like you said, it's kind of felt a little flat.
A little bit, Nick. A little bit.
If the whole rest of the card tonight was rocking, this match would be obligatory ref spot. Roll up to where there's no one to count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Wow.
And the ref is convulsing that he took a spear. He's convulsing like he's got, upset stomach or something like that. Like he's trying not to lose his lunch.
Big kick.
Bow and arrow submission. Oh, big stomp.
Wait, does the ref need Pepto-Bismol? What is happening here?
Nausea, heartburn, upset stomach, indigestion, diarrhea.
Valkarie just drilled Kamille.
Stomping on her. Rollins' curb stomp has nothing on Taya's like bow and arrow stuff.
Yes, it was. What?
Yes. What? Oh, she's going and grabbing. She's grabbing the strap. Are we going to get a heel turn to where she clocks her with the belt?
Yeah, she...
Speak it into existence and it shall be.
Right.
Oh, she's got to wake up the ref. She nails her with the belt, but she's got to wake up the ref. Crawling over.
The ref still down. Oh, look, she forgot.
Two.
Hey.
Oh! Two after the belt shot. So are we going to get Camille getting the win?
Starting to feel it.
Babyface turn for Camille.
Now the fans are up on their feet. They're feeling this one.
Reverses the glam slam. Oh, Glasgow kiss, headbutt.
It really is the first match that tonight really stopped our chat, right? Like stopped us.
Right. Spear. Yeah, that we've actually had to be quiet to watch this match. Wow. And still, after a spear, after all of that, little bit out of the blue finish, but surprisingly out of the blue, Camille with the 1, 2, 3, and still your NWA Women's Champion. I'm surprised by that.
I know. I'm not surprised at all, Nick. I really am not. But, my money was on Taya, not just because I'm a big fan, but because I thought she's on a heater. It's a possibility. But you know what? Billy's got to be loyal to some of the, the core NWA talent, right? Like the ones that carry your show have to go over on some of these matches for sure. And you know
now we're getting the parade of competitors. That are we gonna get the like, thank you, Camille? Like, why?
We're having that moment. What a match, though. What a match. A good match.
The rest of the card hurt that match. That's the sad part is that unfortunately when it comes to professional wrestling and it comes to anything when you're talking about booking is if your whole undercard, if everything leading up to your main event stinks, your main event is not going to get the reaction you want it to.
I'm waiting for a fan to be like, oh my God, you know what? Everyone stood and came out. Is Camille leaving?
I mean, maybe.
All right, look, it's her goodbye.
We're getting a send off. I mean, does she go out champion and does she hand off?
Billy just honestly, wrestlers left, right,
why would you have everybody in the entire locker room coming out right now? Honestly, they're having everybody come out. That wasn't, unless they're viewing that as like that's your historic win. Which
that's your Bailey Sasha moment, though, right?
No, it's not though.
Well, that's what they're selling. Maybe, I don't know, man. It feels like it could be like.
It's an interesting way, but I think that's just the cynic fan in us lately of just all the chaos that's been going on lately in professional wrestling is we need somebody to be moving somewhere. Somebody's got to be unhappy. Somebody's got to be getting out of their contract. Somebody's got to be going somewhere.
Right. Speculation is fun.
Right.
Who do you think wins Camille versus Charlotte, Flair, KJ, and Nick?
Charlotte.
Just
hands down.
Seasoned.
Figure eight match right now. Absolutely. That's why we read that match.
Good match, but Charlotte
it'll be a good match. But I think, like I said, Camille taps to the figure eight.
Right. And Charlotte's the queen for a reason. Now, before we log off and get ready for tomorrow night's show, Nick, what are our ratings out of 10? That's what we do around here.
Oh, yes. Oh, shite. 6 out of 10 is what's speaking to me right now, so I'm gonna go with 6.
I'm gonna jump on your piggyback with this one. I think 6. I think right. I think 6 is a fair assessment of where the show should land. It wasn't just like they just got by. There were some really good moments. Nothing. Again, the spikes in the feel of the show just weren't there. Like it was
nothing
very
blew you away from a TV.
It was
from a regular episode of SmackDown outside of the runtime.
It was consistently good, but it we've watched a lot of NWA shows. I know you and I have watched a few together, they've done better. So we'll see what night 2 brings.
Well, and apparently we might have been a little too low here because we've got a 7, an 8,
an 8. Not
yeah,
bad, not bad.
We might have been a little too low. That might be the cynic in us.
I mean,
because we've kind of watched a lot of wrestling lately. We know what we have laying before us, but that, like I've said, and I'm going to keep saying it, is I was expecting night 1 to potentially be one of those that it blows the socks off, it blows the doors down off of night 2, just because it's going out in front of it. And instead, we got a lot of hopeful anticipation that night 2 outdoes night 1 because night 1 was not that great.
And night 2 is set up in a way, if you look at a lot of the, and they did some build tonight. Like, I'm really looking forward towards, Tyrus and Murdoch. I think that's going to be a hell of a wrestling match. There's question marks about Aldis. Cardona's, I've seen video already of Cardona in the backstage losing his fucking noodle. So it really is quite interesting.
When you lose to
X-Pac,
like Jimmy the Love Machine there or something. Like
right. Marco Stunt got a win.
Right. Marco Stunt's Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico.
When you get a 1-2-3 loss to that, after you had them for a pinfall and pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though, is you had stuff like that tonight. You had even the main event. It was good. Props to the women, but it just it felt flat. And you even saw it, on the stream, everything across the board. It lost steam throughout the night. Rather than trying to gain traction, it lost traction.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying about, a little bit of the luster coming off the show. So by the time you get to the main event, it was, we saw it. There was a dip. There was So, again, we'll see tomorrow night, Sunday night. We'll be back. Full coverage. Another probably close to 4-hour stream here from the Wrasslin for Life Network. And we're definitely going to have a 3-hour plus one on Monday. The go-home show for Clash at the Castle. A lot of exciting stuff.
I was going to say, when's the last time you were excited for a go-home Monday Night Raw?
When was the last time you were excited for a fucking WWE pay-per-view? The last one in this one?
Well, SummerSlam, but I guess
right, but same reason.
Yeah, outside of the Papa Paul era, absolutely.
I just feel like this
one, you get that they're going to take the go-home show seriously versus, here's some video packages like you haven't been watching for the past month.
Right.
Thanks.
Who do you think wins? Sasha Banks, Trish Stratus. She's Canadian, of course. Oh, come on, KJ. Read my last one. What's your last one? Oh,
triple threat, Camille, Taya, and you.
You wouldn't. Dude would come out sucking his thumb.
Right.
Those ladies would, buckle
chew
up,
you up and spit you out, not in a good way.
Good luck, buddy.
Right. And if you're a woman, I mean, props to you, but either way.
I think you'd be tapping out.
Yeah. You're going to be tapping out there.
Hey, listen, it might be heaven, but you're tapping.
Right.
And on that wonderful note, folks, like we said, go to SeatGeek.com, save $20 on your next ticket purchase, pick an event, pick a show, do what you got to do, use the code Wrasslin, save $20. Go check out Alt Wrestling Tees as well for our exclusive t-shirt plus their catalog of t-shirts. We got more t-shirts coming your way. You'll be surprised. Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Moving on.
We got it. We're good. They might say, yeah, no kidding. Join the club.
Right.
But that being said, folks, Big Nick, a decent night of wrestling, solid start to the weekend. And we lead into night 2.
We're just heating up. I'm still surprised to see what's going to happen tomorrow night on night 2. We've got Tyrus versus Trevor Murdoch for the NWA World Heavyweight title.
Yes.
And then still, we're kicking this off. This is still just the precursor to the absolute chaos we're going to have next weekend with Clash of the Castle, World Collide, and All Out, all within hours of each other. We're not talking days. We're not talking anything like that. We're talking hours of each other happening.
Right. No, absolutely, Nick. I can't wait. As always, these streams are fun. I've enjoyed my Saturday night. I hope everyone out there continues to have a wonderful and safe Saturday. Be smart. Don't drink and drive. Stay home. Don't be a Jeff. And have a wonderful night. Come back tomorrow. Tell all your friends we're here. We do not stop. And until night 2 of NWA 74, we'll see you on the flip side, folks. Boom.